let's have it right. Up the Chels, up the Minerals FC, let's have it right. Minerals FC. You got the minerals, yeah? Love it. Got the minerals, TT.
Hey, Johnny's got the fucking minerals, mate.
Let's have it right. Up the Chels, up the Minerals FC. Hope everyone is doing good tonight. Big up to every single one of you that's in here. Lovely to be back. I had a day off yesterday. A lot of things happening. But for me, tonight is going to be a great show, as it always is. Now, first and foremost, if you haven't liked the video, like the video. Get me as many likes as possible, people. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Hit the 3K. Went a little bit under the 3K. I think I've hit the 3K. Get me over the 3K, people. Big up to every single one of you that's supporting the channel from day one, that are new to the channel, and anyone that's been in and about or around about. Big up to every single one of you. Enjoying the Minerals FC show and everything that I offer on this show. Simple facts, truth, say it how it is, and that is me to a T. So also I've got my membership scheme. If you do want to donate to the channel with your Super Minerals, you can. We've also got the membership scheme pinned at the top of the live chat, and you're more than welcome. Got new members as well. Big up to all my members, every single one of you. Thank you very much for supporting the channel in that way. It doesn't go unnoticed, and obviously blows me away with all the support that I get throughout since I've started this. So I think I'm coming into my eighth week now, people, for Minerals FC, as this channel is growing. We're hitting the 3K. It's just massive. And obviously without you lot, it doesn't happen, and it's not possible. So big up to every single one of you. Up the Chels, as always, and up the Minerals FC. Let's run through the comments, as I always do. Abby, that's in here. Big up to you. Minerals, as always. James Havertz, the Chronic, my member, big up to you. Perfect timing starts when my food arrives. Big up to you. What are you eating, fella? I hope it's nice. Chelsea boy, let's have it right. Lovely to see you in here. Living easy, please. Let's have it right. Up the Minerals FC and the Minerals FC Mike. The family, I would imagine. The family. Big up to you. Stretter's in here. Let's have it right, Johnny. You're the glue, the cement, the Minerals of streaming. The rest of them, with their shit streams, should be put down like a straight dogs. My geezer from day one. Let's have it right. Up the Chels, Big up Stretters. Minerals old Chelsea Minerals old boys, my member. Big up to you. Smash those likes and subscribe for and even a member to the True Fault Minerals up the Chels. As always, Chelsea, 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 Chelsea. And always for Chelsea Minerals old boys, we know what time it is, and we just want to remind everyone we see things they'll never see. Yeah, we see things they'll never ever see. All right. And that goes in context to the two clubs and all the media that think that these two clubs are going to come anywhere close to Chelsea Football Club, the Tin Pot Arsenal and fucking Spurs. Yeah, let's have it right up the Chelsea. So let's run through all these people here. You won't believe it, Minerals FC platform. Rory Jennings was on Tin Pot Club AFC All or Nothing episode 5. Brown envelope fraud. A brown envelope fraud. He is a brown envelope fraud. Let's land some minerals here. Yeah. Actually, before I get into that, let's do it now. Fuck it. Let's do it now. Why not? Let's do it now. Let's just get into it. Big up people, like and subscribe. You know the deal. There's 120 people in here. Big up to every single one of you. Like and subscribe. So let's go for it, people. Yeah. Let's hear this absolute brown envelope. Yeah. We're gonna land it right now. All right. Let's go.
Could be curtains. I don't want to talk in hyperbole. I don't want to say that this is Liverpool written off of the league, because it's obviously not that. But there is no doubt about it. They have to respond so strongly at Old Trafford. We know that they have it in them. We know that they have the minerals. We're not doubting Jurgen.
You what fella? You what fella? What? What did he say?
Not doubting Jurgen Klopp. Could be curtains.
What did he
I
say,
don't want to
people?
talk in at Old Trafford. We know that they have it in them. We know that they have the minerals. We're not.
Did this guy just say that the Dippers have got the minerals? Is that what he's just said, people? Now no one can tell me nothing now. It says it all, doesn't it, really, that Mr. Rory Lengins has been watching Minerals FC, people. You don't come out with that word if you ain't watched Minerals FC. It's as simple as that. And it's clear as day that he has been, and he's been royally mudded by me on quite a few occasions. And he was talking very positively about our football club. Now, someone in my comments said he's copying or saying he's been watching my show or whatever, and now I understand why. So, isn't that funny, people? That this fella has got the audacity to use minerals in his terminology, in his sentence, and associate it with Liverpool is just disgraceful, mate. It doesn't surprise me, to be honest. Doesn't surprise me one bit. This is the sort of guy that he is. Whether he wants to try and take credit for it, whether he wants to, I think it's just a little personal message, people, that he just wants to let me know that he's watching. That's it. And fair play to you. If you're watching, drink the minerals in and sort your shit out, because you talk a lot of nonsense, mate. Right? Talk a lot of nonsense. And you do have an underlying agenda against the gaffer, and that's why I called you out. So maybe if you start backing your gaffer and you start talking about Minerals Mount a little bit more, yeah, you won't get mudded by me. But at this moment in time, you're just getting mudded, mate. So yeah, Sunshine, I wouldn't use minerals really, because you ain't got them. You just don't have them. It's as simple as that. But anyway, let's move on from that waffler. Big up Walter, big up Johnny. All the wingers can go and we can replace them with better. Yeah, we're going to get into that. We are going to get into that. The future is bright. The future is Chelsea. Let's have it right. It is bright and it is Chelsea. It wouldn't be anything less. Chelsea till I die. Up the Chelsea, as always. Keep the blue flag flying high. Up the minerals. Oh, mate, lovely stuff. Paul Carpet, and lovely to see you in here, geezer. Faded red. No wonder Pulisic wants to leave. Tuchel was trying to bring in a no-named kid from Everton instead of giving Pulisic game time. Listen, he's not a no-name kid. We know about Gordon. We know about him. But he's playing in a dead Everton side. It goes without saying the kid's got talent. And Pulisic, I'm sorry, he comes with a lot of baggage, mate. But we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it. Man, going to get a 19-year deal soon. Yeah, lifetime deal, mate. Lifetime deal. Pulisic needs to join Pure Gym and train his thighs and arse and become like Hazard. Facts. And he needs to, not be made out of biscuits as well. That would help us. But unfortunately, that's not the case. Super Tommy T all day long. Minerals. Let's have it right. Jeff Knightley, we've got Super Tommy Tuchel. Absolutely right, we have. And lateness is great. Greatness is lateness. Fair enough. Big up Chelsea Minerals, old boys. Thank you for your Minerals donation. Chelsea, truthful and best platform. Let's have it right. And that is facts, mate. I'm not going to say anything with any sort of false narrative. I'm not going to push any agendas. I'm going to say it how it is. Back my team, back my manager, back my players, back everyone, and back all you lot as well, as always. Thank you for your donation, Geese. I really do appreciate it. And obviously, you're my member. Doesn't go unnoticed, my guy. I rate Pulisic, but he doesn't take enough of his chances. And TT wants consistency. TT knows what he's doing. Exactly. He doesn't take his chances. He's not consistent. And he's one of those players that you have to sort of build around. And unfortunately, Tuchel doesn't build around one player. If you listen to Tuchel, I think it was last season, when all that Lukaku crap was going on, he said, I'm not going to build around one player. I build around collectives, because that's how he bases the foundation of playing as a team and tactics. And it's all about versatility. If you noticed in the game against Spurs, we played back four, we played back three, we played back five. It was all within the game. And he's able to do that because of the versatility of the players on the pitch. And that's the key, guys. And unfortunately, Pulisic, for me, when he plays for America, for USA, he's their guy. Everything runs through him. It doesn't work like that at Chelsea. Ziyech has to play in a back four. We don't do that at Chelsea. All right. CHO has had bad injuries. He's not going to get a run of consistency. And I don't think the system benefits him the highest in the best way. So all of these factors have an impact. And unfortunately, they're sort of surplus to requirements, as it seems. And not only that, it's about them wanting to fight and actually, do what the gaffer asks of them and work for the team and earn your right to play. It's as simple as that. If you're consistent and you deliver, you're going to play, geezer. You're going to play. But these lot don't do that. But we'll run into it anyway. Big up Michael Rosso. Congrats, Johnny, on reaching 3K subs. Up the Chels. Coach TT, Prop Minerals. Big up to you. Thank you very much. Big up Philly. Big up, Johnny. Hope you're good. Like and subscribe, people. Let's get Johnny to 4K. It's unbelievable. It's on the road to 4K, people. There's almost 200 people in here. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. If you haven't like the video. You can become a member as well. It's happening so quickly, people. It's happening so quickly, and I'm enjoying it, and I'm doing something that I really enjoy and love. Cameron, let's have it right. Lovely to see you in here. Big up the Minerals family. Big up to all you guys in here. The Taraj, here we go. 3K subs. Big up and congratulations on the growth. Let's keep growing, exposing the hypocrites and the brown envelopes. 100%, and I will not stop that. And it's not about clout chasing like some tosspots want to say. It's got nothing to do with that. At the end of the day, it's little old me, isn't it? I'm a small account, they say. So at the end of the day, what are you worried about then? What's my opinion got to matter to you? Shall I tell you why? Because I've called you out. And people think the same way. It's just no one's got the bollocks to say it. And I learned the minerals and I said it. And that's why you've got your bee in a bonnet. And at the end of the day, I couldn't give two tosses anyway. I say what I think. And if you don't like it, then jog on. Simple as that. And that's the mentality at Minerals FC. That is the mentality. So big up. Thank you to Taraj for your congrats for the 3K. And obviously noticing what I do here. My guy Top Bins, big up Johnny. Give them what they deserve. Showing these new young signings with hard work, you can reach to the top. Absolutely. Well, I think the example's been set by Reece James, Mason Mount. Trev Chalobah. They've set that. It's just that these guys have got some sort of ego and sort of arrogance about themselves where they feel they deserve to play, you know, because of what? A bit of talent, because of a price tag. Doesn't work like that. It does not work like that at Chelsea, and it does not work like that with Thomas Tuchel. I'll tell you that now. Catch Surfers, big up to you. Let's have it right. Big up, Johnny. Lovely to see you in here, geezer. Esther Sheriff, up fucking Chelsea. You know it. Immortal Technique, big up, Johnny, in the chat. CFC Westbrook, what's up, gang? Chelsea on top. Let's go. I like Pulley, but if you ain't 100% behind Tuchel, you should go as far as I'm concerned. Well, I agree, half splendid. You know, if he's not dedicated enough and doesn't want to fight, then you know, it's simple as that. Just jog on, mate. I'm done with it. You know, I'm done with players like that. Big up Tony in here. Everyone subscribe to Tony's channel, Chelsea SW6. Let's have it right. Who's got the minerals? Johnny, you got the fucking minerals. Up the Chelsea. And I'll bring on Tony a little bit later. Big up to my geezer. Abdi has Manchester United have had a 130 million euros bid for João Felix rejected by Atletico Madrid. According to Spanish outlet AS, everyone is rejecting the Salford boys. Well, listen, that's a lot of wedge to put down, 130 million. That's a lot of money that United are putting down now. But I'll be honest, sometimes it's not always about Champions League, but with Manchester United and the club that they are, I think them not getting Champions League has really hurt them this year in the transfer market. It's hurt them bad. It's not over yet. I mean, there's 2 weeks to go. Are they going to sign anyone? They're in desperate need of signings. But, you know, let's be real about it. When you're not in the Champions League, you saw with us when we didn't get in the Champions League, it does hurt you with sort of going for those top tier creme de la creme signings. You know, it affects you. And it's obviously detrimenting Man United at the minute. Frankie de Jong's one of those, obviously. But let's see. It's all about the money sometimes, people. You know, if you put down the money, they come. You know, a lot of these players in the game are mercenaries. That's why you have to respect players like Reece James and Mason Mount. Yeah, because they got love for their club. It's not just about the money. But you have to get paid what you deserved. And that is something that the owners need to recognize and understand, because if you don't pay them what they're worth and you're bringing in signings, it's not a good look, and it's actually a disrespect to those two players. So let's see what happens with that, and obviously I'm going to get into that and talk about it. Big up chat, Philly says. A. Soliman, good evening, Chelsea fans everywhere. Big up to you, Geezer, my member as well. Zola's Blue Army, big up the minerals. Big up to you, James. Big up. Let's get a 4K. Guys, if you're new in here, like and subscribe. We've got over 200 people in here. Big up to all you guys in here. Like and subscribe. Jeffrey K, let's go. Kimso says, Aubameyang deal is taking way too much time. It's brown envelope, same with De Jong. Listen, I don't believe anything, guys, when it comes to Barcelona, that Brokelona club. I don't buy any of these rumours. We were linked to Memphis Depay, Aubameyang, Frankie de Jong. What's going on, people? What have we heard? We haven't heard anything. No one knows nothing. But all of it, this Twitch merchant keeps tweeting out things are very hot right now. Very hot. Yeah, it's fucking hot in England. That's the only thing that's hot, mate. We were in a heat wave for 30, 33 degrees, 34 degrees. So, yeah, it is hot here. But whatever you're talking about ain't hot. It's all bangers and mash waffle, brown envelope talk, clickbait. Fuck off. Done with it. Blue Dragon, good evening. Big up, Big Johnny and fellow Chels. Let's have it right. Messi, Montana, 100%. Chelsea 2000, Minerals FC, best in the business. Let's have it right. Up the Chels. Fuck that ball Taylor. Ruined my mood all week. Proper slaphead. Yeah, he did. And funny enough, what's interesting, Mike Dean's been taken off VAR. He's been taken off VAR. I've seen clips of Mike Dean reffing a game with Spurs, 2 games, Spurs games, and he's pretty much celebrating when they score. How is this guy allowed to fucking be on VAR for Chelsea Spurs? How is he allowed to ref a Spurs game if he's a Spurs fan? What the fuck is the FA's agenda there? What are they doing? It's ridiculous. It's unacceptable. It's a breach. It's a breach. It's a breach of the law, mate. It's bias, favoritism. Yeah, and it's a gender against Chelsea. So yeah, I'm not surprised it's affected your mood. It affected my mood and everyone's mood because we outplayed them. We outclassed Spurs 100% all over the pitch. We dominated them. And we got done. We got robbed. We got robbed, literally. So we have to be positive and take this excellent performance and go to the dirty leads and do them. It's as simple as that. But Mike Dean being taken off VAR, and apparently there's no comment on it as well. They haven't come out of a comment. The FA are very good at commenting on Chelsea, saying how they're going to fine Thomas Tuchel. They're very, very good at commenting on that. But when it comes to Mike Dean being taken off VAR, they don't fucking comment there, do they? No. Pathetic, mate. Big up, Jose David, in here. Let's have it right, Johnny. Big up to you, geezer. SW6, big up. Lovely to see you in here. PS, let's have it right. Fuck this man. United brand envelopes. Sells the itch for 30 million to, is that AC Milan? Shit. United, and invest the money in Gordon. Smart business. Yeah. I mean, for me, Gordon would be a lovely little addition if it's true, guys. If it's true. What are we supposed to believe here? There's too much bangers and mash going on. Too much. Dale, big up to you. My geezer up to Chels. Let's have it right. Big up, Johnny. Would you loan Pulisic to United? No, I wouldn't. No. Why are we going to go and strengthen someone who we're competing with top four for? Why? Why would you do that? The last time we helped United, we sold Matic to them, and that was a terrible move. We sold Mata to them. Terrible move. No, I'm done with doing things like that. I really don't agree with that. And let Pulisic go to somewhere like Serie A or somewhere like that. I'm just not for it. Chronic, cheeky little human kebab. Where's human kebab in here? I haven't seen human kebab in here. Where's the human kebab? Big up to human kebab. Blade marital music. Respect, Johnny. Love to see you in here, geezer. Replica, let's get it. Femi, big up, Johnny. Lateness is greatness, PS. Up the Blues from Jose. Officials itching Man United. That's from Anas. Is that? I don't think anything's official yet. Forever Blues, big up, Johnny. Hope all is well. Up the Chels. What do you think of Cesar Casadei? Yeah, like him. I like him a lot. Obviously, I'm going to talk about him on my show. But he looks like quite a bit of a unit. Strong midfield, talent, got a great head on him. Lovely headers. Good shot on him. Strong, good at progressing. I think he's quite good defensively as well. Someone who the gaffer can mould people and build up. And let's have it right. He's an Italian player coming into the Premier League. He's a rarity these days that he's leaving his country and that culture because they love it there, the Italians. And he's coming to Chelsea at such a young age. That shows you the kid's got some sort of minerals and some mentality about him, and that he's excited. It's a new era, a new challenge, a new story for him personally, and I love that. And the fact that he's flown over here for a medical tonight, I think it's all going to be signed and sealed. I think it's a 5-6 year contract. Is he 18 or 19? He's been a captain in the youth, bit of a leader. One of those talents, and Chelsea want him. And I love the fact that Tuchel is finding these players. He's picking young players. Chuck Winner-Alls, Hutchinson, now Casadei. He's looking at Gordon. He's looking at young, hungry players that will play and die for him and die for the badge and work in the system, people that have got the energy and the minerals and the relentless pressing and the hunger and the everything about them. And he's going to mould them and build them up and make them into superstars. That's what I like. Remember back in the day when Arsene Wenger bought Petit and Vieira I was on holiday then, and I remember, and I said, "Who the hell are these two guys?" And look what he made. How they turned out. Look at the players that he made. He bought them for nothing. It was like 400 grand. Well, these are similar situations where you've not heard about a player, and the gaffer's gone and bought him for basically nothing in this market. Obviously, the market's inflated since back then, but they've spent the money. I think, what is it, like 15 million, something like that, on him. 15 million on Chuck Minerals. Cheap business, but you're buying for the future and probably to try and bed him in the now. And who's the best manager to do that? Tommy T. Let's have it right. Channel, keep growing up the Chels. We got the minerals. Yeah, you all got the minerals. Everyone in here, like and subscribe, people. I've got over 260 people in here. Like and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. James is in here. Land the minerals, brother. Up the Chels, as always. He's got no right to talk about minerals. All right, so I got a bit behind on the chat. Yeah, he's a right wrong, and any really. But let's have it right, people. Minerals FC has an influence, and when Rory Jennings is trying to use your word, then you know there's something there. You know that he's been watching, even though he's blocked me and I've blocked him. So it goes without saying. It's a little message there, but my messages don't. Your message doesn't mean anything to me. You know, people use the word minerals, but everyone knows where the minerals comes from. Yeah, everyone knows that. All right, everyone knows where it's from. Even Joey Cole was on BT Sport when we did the draw for Lille. And he said the word minerals because listen, people do watch content. People in the game watch the content, and all these big players in the game are feeling the waves of Minerals FC, and it's as simple as that. And like I say, I'll keep it real. I don't give a shit what follows you got. I don't care how big you are. But at the end of the day, if you're talking nonsense and you're coming at the gaffer and players and that, I'm going to come at you. Yeah, it's called back your team, back your club. Yeah, and that especially goes for when you're bantering your own club with rivals. I can't stand that shit. I cannot stand it. When you're talking to Liverpool and United fans and you're fucking downplaying and down tooling your football club, is a disgrace. So yeah, he is a wanker living next door. Game Birds, hey Johnny, we got the minerals. We are Chelsea, the pride of London. Come on, let's have it right. I love that. Stealing your lingo. Yeah, well, not really. He's trying to. It's just a message, mate. It's a message. It's a message, mate. That's all it is. And my message has been loud and fucking clear with that geezer. So I'm glad he's got my message as well, people. I'm glad that Nini fella's got my message. All of a sudden, he's a fucking Tuchel inner now, isn't he? He's dick's like that now for Tuchel. Yeah, before it was like that. So obviously the Minerals FC effect is strong, and it's heavy. Yeah. We know that the dippers have got the minerals. They don't have the minerals, mate. Dippers don't have the minerals, mate. Let's run through. Yeah, wash your mouth out, Jennings. How dare you use the minerals word? How dare you, fella? Oh, terrible, man. Bring him this fraud in your channel and Mount 7 years and James as well. Toddy's playing football manager. He's having a laugh. Mate. Big up Dills here. Big up Johnny. The best Chelsea show on YouTube. Real chat-ins. Lovely to see you in here, geezer. Johnny's got the fucking minerals, mate. Super Chelsea TV. Love that, geezer. He says Gordon would be a decent wing back, but his decision making in the final third is piss poor. I think we have to take into consideration that he does play for Everton, and Everton are shit. I think what you're buying with Gordon is just like potential, really. He's 20 years old or 21. You're buying potential, a bit of versatility, but he's got blistering pace. He's a work engine, and I can see why the gaffer wants him. And he'll use him, and he'll just die for the badge, and he wants to come to Chelsea from what we're hearing. So yeah, I'm all for it, mate. Like I say, I'm up for anyone that the gaffer wants. If the gaffer wants to buy these players, I'm going to back it. I'm not going to question it. Oh, is he now? Yeah. Cucurella's hair was too strong for him, was it? Thought so. He's always in the mud, fella. This is the honest Chelsea platform I'm loving. Fuck Rory and the fanboy clowns. PS. Lovely that. I'm glad you appreciate that, geezer. So let's keep running through. Paul Carpenter up the middles, keep the blue flag flying high. Goes without saying, my geezer. Thank you, Aidan George, for your Super Meals donation. Big up to you, geezer. My member as well. Big up, he says. Big up. Big up to everyone. Everyone in here. We've got like 280 people in here. Like and subscribe, guys. Like and subscribe. Kingslayer, amazing work on the channel, Johnny. Always speaking the truth. Great to see your grind paying off. Congrats on the 3K. Thank you to you guys as well. Thank you to you guys. Johnny's keeping it real. Never will not keep it real. You know what I mean? Always. British Patriot, my member, big up to you. Massive congrats on the 3K again, Johnny. Big up yourself, mate. I'm working at the moment, so won't be in the chat much, but always listening. Up the Minerals FC and up the Chels. Everyone like and subscribe. Big up British Patriot. Hope you're having a good one at work, and hopefully you enjoy the content while you're working, my guy, which is the most important thing. Listen, I might have to turn these into podcasts because not everyone has the opportunity to watch and get involved, and listen. I'm not sure on YouTube if you can actually use your phone while YouTube's on, or whether you have to come out of the app. If you can come out of the app, I mean, and still listen. Whereas if I do podcasts, I'll maybe put it on like Spotify and Apple and all that. Maybe I'll do that, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments anyway, if that helps people. Big up, Michael. Johnny, what do you think about the news coming out by CBS Sports about Roman and co? Didn't keep much data at all while running Chelsea. I haven't seen this news, Michael. You might have to elaborate on that. I don't know much about it, so I don't really want to talk on it. But I mean, listen, there's a lot of question marks about how the club was run, whether it's going to be sustainable going forward. But that I need to research into that before I can answer, Michael, mate. Too much negative talk coming out of United, so players not keen to join the mess. There's that as well. There's a lot of stuff going on at United that listen, the fact that the fans want the Glazers out, that they're looking to do protests on Monday night for the Liverpool game, which is their biggest game. And it's interesting, if Liverpool do lose to United go above them because they've drawn 2 points. They'll get the 3 points because they've lost 2 games. And Liverpool in the mud. I did say, people, and you can vouch me, I said, Mane leaving is going to affect Liverpool in a drastic way. Mane is their best player, and they've not replaced him. Salah got the best out of Liverpool because of Mane and whoever the false 9 was. But predominantly, Mane is the key. Mane was the key, and he's gone now. So obviously, I'm very happy that Mane's gone because now Liverpool suffer and they're getting a lot of injuries. And did you hear all the prop in the media about, Liverpool struggling with the worst injuries? Fuck off. How many injuries did we have last year? We had sanctioning. We had Lukaku documentaries. We had injuries, COVID, a contract. No one gave a fuck about Chelsea. No one cared. If that happened to Liverpool, Man United, or Manchester City, it'd be all, we're so sorry for them. What an achievement they're doing, getting top 4. And, you can understand why they don't win it. Fuck off. The agenda on Chelsea, we know, is very, very strong. They can't stand Chelsea. So there's no sympathy for Chelsea. It's like, the more they're in the mud, the more we love it. But when it's Liverpool, it's all about injuries now and this and that. And what about Klopp, who got, was it Tierney? Complained about Tierney. Now Tierney's not going to ref another game for Liverpool. Well, where's that same energy for us with Taylor? Where's that same energy? I heard Simon Jordan on TalkSport. I think he's all right. He's an all right geezer. But fuck me, was he brown enveloping the decisions against Chelsea? Ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's not a game of opinions. This is the fucking sport, and these are the rules. Fellaini had his hair pulled. The geezer got sent off. Who did something like that and got sent off? Why is it not happening to Romero then? Do you know why? Maybe Taylor didn't see it, but it has to go to VAR. And who's on VAR? The Spurs fan, Mike Dean. That's why, people. And Mike Dean's been taken off VAR. So that tells you everything you need to know. But it's not good enough. It's too late. We've lost the 3 points. I couldn't give a fuck. I want the 3 points on the board, and we deserve the 3 points on the board. And you took that from us and the FA. And you lot are coming at Thomas Tuchel fining for a fucking handshake. Fuck off. It's ridiculous. Absolute agenda. Full-blown agenda on Chelsea Football Club. Sickening. Big up Nathan Harding. Big up Johnny. Lovely to see you back. Lovely to see you in here. Chelsea Mark, congrats on the 3K, Johnny. Well-deserved fella. Best stream going. Up the Chelsea. Bobby, lovely to see you in here. Big up Johnny. Don't always get the pleasure to watch live, but tonight I do. Big up Geezer. Love that. And I know you do watch it and you support. I've seen you on the Twitter. You screenshotted it and all that. Lovely to see that, Bobby. I really do appreciate it. Listen, all your support, whether it's now live or whether it's after, does not go unnoticed. And people, I'm very, very thankful and blown away by it. So keep it up, people. Keep it up. Without you guys, the channel doesn't get to this stage of 3K and grow. You know, it's as simple as that. Gabriel, like Jim said on his channel recently, we could all be so-called journos, follow Twitter and repeat rumors. Eventually we'll get something right due to the guesses. Well, this is the thing, people, is that they throw shit and hope it sticks. But that doesn't last very long, and your reputation get muddied very quickly. See, when you're a journo, it's very hard to build up reputation. It's very easy to lose. You get one thing wrong, you get a couple things wrong, and your reputation goes down the pan. And this is the thing with the guys at the minute. You know, if you notice, Fabrizio's recycling the same shit with Aubameyang. Anything Fabrizio and Barcelona linked, related, have you not noticed a recurring pattern of just repetitive tweets, recycled tweets, but no actual substance of news? When it's something else, yeah, he's bang on it. But anything to do with Barcelona, and let's have it right. He came from that Barcelona contacts. That's why he's like an ambassador for Barcelona. So let's not forget that, people. When the Koundé deal happened, he's an ambassador for that fucking broke club, right? Brown envelopes handed out. We never bid for Koundé. We never bid for him, right? Tuchel didn't want him. Established journalists come out and said he didn't want him. So why are we going to go and bid 55 million sterling plus 10 million add-ons, and then Sevilla take a lower fee of 60 million euros with the add-ons? That's add-ons included from Barcelona. Don't make sense. They used us to get Barcelona to play a higher fee and a better deal for Sevilla. It's as simple as that. But the brown envelopes don't tell you that, because the brown envelopes were part of it. The sources were part of it. They all work together. They're all cliques. Yeah. And they all got muddied. That's why 2-3 days after, the Matt Laws and the Zarkin sellers, the Ben Jacobs, the fucking everyone that reported on it, the Fabrizios, they all went quiet to shit. Every single one of them. Because it was false. It was false. And Chelsea won't take that, and they'll be aware of that. And like when they signed Chukwuemeka, they tweeted out about the medical, not the announcement, the medical. So there's these things that happen, and Chelsea subtly let the fans know we know what's going on. And these guys had to use Sevilla and Monkey to write a massive essay thread on Chelsea and Sevilla and Koundé. Koundé had to speak on Chelsea when he signed and was announced, which is ridiculous. So you can see how they were trying to protect the brown envelopes that have got high reputations, like the Fabrizios and all these people. And Fabrizio with Cucurella, yeah, it was a here we go, but mate, you crossed the line. You went ahead of the game. You were a bit too trigger happy, and the deal wasn't done. Yeah, it was done with us and Cucurella, but do you know what? You made us, and I believe Fabrizio's antics and him going to jumping the gun forced us to pay more money. I generally think that. I never said that, but that's what I think. Exactly what I think. If Pulisic and Ziyech leave, I'd like Pedro Neto and Anthony Gordon to come in. Yeah, Neto's a good shout. But listen, we can say all the players that we want. If you ask me what players I want in, all right. Obviously, I want Declan Rice. I want Neymar. I'd love a Frankie De Jong and a Fofana. Hey, get me Gordon. Fuck it. But they're the players I want. Doesn't mean I don't know what the gaffer's thought process is. The gaffer doesn't want that. Maybe he doesn't want Neymar. Maybe he doesn't even want Frankie De Jong. But isn't Frankie De Jong gone very quiet, people? What the fuck's going on with Frankie De Jong now? Why is it so quiet? Why is Fabrizio so quiet on it? Apparently, we're fucking throwing the kitchen sink at Frankie De Jong. Apparently, we're ready and we're waiting in the lines, ready to do whatever it takes to sign Frankie De Jong. Is that so, people? Do we believe that? Apparently, the Twitch merchant Romero is saying that things are getting really hot with Frankie De Jong in Chelsea. Well, apparently, Man United are out of the race. Apparently, no, Frankie De Jong is open to going to United. No, apparently he's not. Fuck off. Too much brown envelope nonsense going on around here. Too much. You know, what's true and what's false? What are we supposed to believe in this market? What are we told here? You're the go-to guys that are supposed to give us correct information that we can trust. Back in the day, I remember, you know, I could go into transfer news and look at journalists and go, yeah, okay, and deals get done. It's not like that anymore. It's just gone beyond a joke. It's like every fucking one wants to be a brown envelope. Everyone wants to be a journalist. They all want to be journalists. They want to get credibility. They're all fighting each other for the news, for the story, to get it right. It's just pathetic. All of them. They're all an embarrassment. And it's Chelsea, and they're using Chelsea's name. They keep using Chelsea's name. How do they know that that Reece James, Mason Mount are getting a 7-year contract? How do they fucking well know that? How? How do they know that? They don't know anything else. So why are they going to know that? How do they even know that they've had contract negotiations? How? They don't know that. What, they're going by a source that's told them that? Well, how many sources have you got, fella? Because your ketchups and mayos have all got fucking run out. They're in the recycling bin. It's terrible at the minute. The amount of crap that they keep putting out. Aubameyang, another one. You know, he wants to make sure it's the right package and it's that. Fuck off. We don't want mercenaries. What package? Like, you want a 4-year deal at 33 years old? What is it, geezer? What's the hold up? Because I don't see this with other players that we signed. Chukwuemeka, no hold up, instant signing. Sterling, no hold up, signing. Koulibaly, instant interest, signing. Cucurella, we came out. We've been talking to him. Let's have it right. We signed him. Once it heated up, 3-4 days, signed him. Where's all this Aubameyang and all these players, Frankie De Jong? Why is it taking so long? Why? If we're going to go out and sign these players, then I expect us to just go and sign them. Casadei, it was rumoured a few times. Quick job done. Boom, signed. So what are we supposed to go by here? I go by who we actually sign. That's what I go by. Because everything else, we've got long lists of players that we've been linked with all throughout this transfer window. How many players we've been linked with? Just for a story, just for a clickbait. And it's like, I'm tired of it. I don't trust them. They're brown envelopes for a reason. The FA, the governing bodies, they're all brown envelopes. Everyone, you know, they come in all shapes and sizes and all forms and different ways. And unfortunately, right now, we are in the mix of it because we've got so much money to spend. We've got a lot of money to spend. Yeah. One of our Egg Barley, yeah, is married to Stately people. Stately is with Newcastle and the Saudis. Saudi media and Clear Lake Capital work together. They work together. So what does that tell you? That tells me that we've got Saudis behind us. I generally think that. I think we've got Saudis behind us. I think the Saudi group taking over Chelsea was too strong. Boris went in the sanctions and he done the deal with Saudi Arabia while we're going through all that mess. And they got written off. Nizar Kinsella reported it. Now we've got Bowley, the face of Clearlet Capital. Clearlet Capital has association with Saudi Media Group. Saudi Media Group are huge, as we know, and they are Amanda Stately and Egg Barley are married. What does that tell you? There are links there, people. We got serious wedge behind us. We got power in the market. It's just how we're going to spend it. How do we want to spend it? There is an agenda before, when we had Roman, when we had Ken Bates and with Rupert Murdoch. There's an agenda there, and he's the media king, the brown envelope king. So the agenda starts from there. It's gone to Roman. Roman's left. We thought, oh yeah, everyone's going to love Chelsea now. Nah. Bowley's got a lot to learn. He's got a lot to learn of how it's going to pan out. The agenda. And that on Sunday was clear agenda and campaign against Chelsea to stop Chelsea. I generally think a part of me, and I don't know why, people, and don't ask me why, but I've got this feeling we can go and win the league. I don't know why. I think it's ridiculous that I'm saying it, but there is a part of me that feels this way. And I just don't know what. I can't explain it, but let's see how the season pans out and what signings we get. But the way we played on Sunday, from being so poor at Everton, the jump in level, the way the gaffer reacted, the way that everyone's behind the gaffer's watching the youth, he's watching Chile and everyone under 23s and that. There's something special happening at Chelsea, and there's something special happening with Tuchel and the players. And Bowley, let's have it right. If Pulisic is wanting to go and Bowley is going to let Pulisic go, what does that tell you about backing Tuchel? That shows you that Bowley is fully backing the gaffer here. All right. And this is a big statement by Bowley, letting Pulisic go, because you know what Pulisic brings to this club financially. You know that he's an American owner, but there's no ties there. There's no sentiment there. It's about winning. It's about delivering. It's about giving what Tuchel wants. And I think him letting go of Pulisic is a massive statement. No one thought it, including myself. I thought, no, they're not going to get rid of Pulisic. No chance. But this fella wants to move. And then, as far as I'm concerned, if you don't want to play at Chelsea Football Club, then I'm happy for you to walk out the door. You know, I want players that want to fight, are determined, they die for the gaffer, do what the gaffer wants, whatever you're playing in your position or not. You heard Cucurella in his press conference today. Cucurella said, what did he say? They asked him, the Brownians asked him, what's your best position? Well, he goes, well, normally all through my career, I've played left back in back four, but I can run a lot. Left wing back, I can play left centre back, but I play where the gaffer want me. That's what he said. He's a new signing. He play where the gaffer wants me. And that's the mentality we need at our football club. You know, Ziyech, we know he's a fucking moaner, a sulker. His best magic trick is disappearing in every fucking game. So, there's no magician there. The best piece of magic that he can do is get the fuck out of Chelsea and go into Milan or wherever he wants to go. All right? I've already wanted him out. I'm done with him. He's not even in the squad. He doesn't play. It's clear he's going. Let's just get the money for him and get rid. All right? When it comes to Cho, it's a little bit more sentiment to me because he's a Cobham boy, and I've backed Cho, and I generally thought he'd get this year, but he's obviously, or the way the Brown Emirates are pushing it is that he wants to leave, and whether it's a loan. But fuck me, don't loan him to Arsenal. Do not loan him to Arsenal. I don't believe that nonsense. I would never do that. If you want to go on a loan, go to Dortmund, go somewhere like that and develop, and then come back. But don't go to fucking rivals. They're not even rivals. Just don't go to another London club. You know, the fact that Pulisic might go to United, I don't like that one bit as well. Why are we going to go and strengthen? We would strengthen those two teams with these two players. Even Ziyech strengthens Man United because Ten Hag's relationship and knows what Ziyech is like. But let's have it right. Ten Hag advised Frank Lampard about Ziyech. You know, be careful with him. Does Ten Hag want to delve into that again? I don't know if I believe the paper talk. I think AC Milan's a little bit more concrete, but they ain't got a pot to piss in. And this is the problem. Clubs don't have money. If the clubs don't have money, how are you going to sell these players? Because you basically just sell them for nothing. But sometimes it's worth it. And what a great move by Bowley and the gaffer with Casadei buying him. All right. It gave Inter Milan money to go and buy to get rid of Lukaku, to sign Lukaku on a permanent deal. And I love that shit. That's the minerals right there. That's what I call business. You know, you're buying a young talent, you're getting rid of a fucking cement booted rat at the same time. That's cost your club more damage than good, mate. Yeah. So there's a lot of great things happening, but we have to take everything with a pinch of salt. Everything that's going on around the football club, we have to take it with a pinch of salt. So what was my thoughts on Pulisic? Pulisic is good potential. He's had some great little moments with us. He's helped us in the COVID period where we, helped us towards the Champions League place. That little spell was great. We thought we were getting a great player, and he's made out of biscuits. We realise he's in and out. He needs to be built around. Unfortunately, all right, if you're not suiting the system, and you can't get this system. If you're a world-class player, or if you're a baller, all right, then you should really be able to adapt to any sort of system, give or take. You should be slightly versatile, for fuck's sake. Well, these guys, Ziyech and Pulisic, are not. They're not. CHO's too young, and I thought he did all right when he played last season, and the fact that he was carrying injury, but the gaffer maybe doesn't trust him enough. And it's also a bit of both. It's the player that wants to leave. You did hear the gaffer say, I want players that want to stay here. If they don't want to stay, then we'll work the best pathway out of the club for them, And I think when it comes to those sort of players that don't want to stay, the gaffer doesn't want this rest. He had it last year and it affects us, but he still got over it. But he doesn't want to have those issues. He wants unity. He wants a team spirit, because you saw against Spurs the team spirit of our team. Did you not see the team spirit? The unity, the fight, the relentlessness, the passion, the fucking minerals, the beautiful patterns of play, the togetherness, the chemistries that we're building. We had that. Right. And that's how we won the Champions League under Tuchel. Now we got it back, and I'm excited. And this is why I get maybe ahead of myself in thinking, yeah, we can go win a title. But I think City are gonna be a real unit going forward. But Haaland's struggling, okay, and he'll take time to bed in a little bit. But there's no doubt he's going to score goals. Liverpool, depending on how they get on at United, they could really stumble at a minute. And that leaves an opening for us to go towards second. And if you get into that second spot, you saw us last year. We were top of the league for a period. We weren't playing great, but we were getting into our rhythm. Now, if you look at our team, I think we've got the best wing backs in the world. I think we've got Reece James, Cucurella, and Chilwell. Fucking unbelievable wing backs. We've got two of the best defenders in the world in Koulibaly and Thiago Silva. We might be bringing one more in Fofana, who's a young player that wants to play and learn under Silva and Koulibaly. All of a sudden, your defense and your offensive defense as well, your wing backs look fucking clear of anyone's. So you're already building there, all right? And your attack, you've got Sterling, Mount, and Havertz, all saucy minerals in there. But you need something in the middle of the park, and you need extras. You need someone to come in, a couple of players to come in the attack to replace Timo Werner, the Lukaku, Ziyech, and Pulisic, and CHO. That's 5 players. We've only brought in 1, and that's Sterling. So we are going to expect players coming in. Who those players are going to be? Yeah, Gordon might be one of them. Aubameyang, but this is what frustrates me. If you buy Aubameyang, you're helping broke the loner. I don't want to fucking help him. Does Tuchel really want him? We were linked to Dembele all through the summer. His contract expired. We never even offered him a contract. HS Grimes in the mud, by the way. We never offered a contract. So just because Tuchel's managed Dembele before, all of a sudden we're associated. It's the same thing with Aubameyang. And I have to see that as a red flag. Do we want Aubameyang? Do we want that fucking mischievous, that ego, that off the field shit? Do we want that? I don't think Tuchel does. Is he at that stage of the career? Maybe he wants to win the Premier League. Maybe he wants to win the Champions League. I'm sure he does. He's been in the game for a while. But is he Is he what we really need? And I don't know. I've got a question mark on Aubameyang. You know, if we do sign him, then great. I'll back him. And there's no doubt he'll score goals. He scores goals. But I look at the other side of it as well, and I look at the wages he's going to come on. I look at the contract length because I see him as a stopgap of a player. Maybe like the Gaffer wants to get Nguku next year, and that's his sort of number one target. So he doesn't want to split out too much wedge, even though we can. But it's like it's like buying another player that in a year and a half you have to try and offload and be put in that position again and offload him and lose money. Do we really want to do that, or can we make do? Is Brozier going to stay? Looks like Brozier's going to stay. I think he's going to get offered a new contract. And if he gets offered a new contract, then if anyone does go in to buy him, they're going to have to spend even more money than the 30, 40 million we wanted. So that's a great move. And I like Broho, and I think we could get some use out of him. But he's still young. There's one thing playing at Southampton, playing at Chelsea. It's a big jump, people. It's a big, big jump. And he needs to be bed in and tone down the arrogance, which I like. But at the same time, respect the gaffer, respect the hierarchy, earn your stripes to fight and work. And if Kai doesn't put a shift in, you'll be there to step in. And when you do step in, you have to take your chance because you get very few chances with the gaffer. The gaffer's very quick to know yes or no whether you're good enough or you got what it takes to play for Chelsea under his system and his regime. The gaffer is minerals, mate. Yeah. And the gaffer plays. You saw the first team that played against Spurs, and we were class, mate. We were absolutely class. Beautiful stuff. We dominated them, created chances. We're all over the gaff. Relentless, pressing, possession. This is the football I know under Tuchel. All right. And he's not still got all his players yet. Wait till he gets all his players. Now he's getting the players at the back. Wait till he gets his players at the front and the middle. I mean, we're gonna be I'll tell you what, people, you know, when you look at a player like Gordon, he's one of those players, and Sterling and Mount, you don't want to play against these players. They're hard to track, energy, pace, intelligence, you know, very difficult. And when you all play as a collective, as a unit, that is very hard to deal with when you're the opposition. They can't hack it. They can't handle the minerals. And this is the thing for me. Don't turn your nose up at players that we're getting linked with that you might think, nah, well, he's shit. Why are we buying him? And I might be a glutton for that with Aubameyang, but my thing is no dispute on the player. It's more like what's he going to affect with the team, you know? But maybe he might give us a lift like that. You know, he can play on the left or right. He can play down the middle. So again, there's versatility. The gaffer does know him. I can see all the pros, but I do see negatives as well, people. So let's see how that goes. But let me just run through the comments. Guys, like and subscribe. Over 340 people in here. Big up to every single one of you. Appreciate you watching the channel. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Big up, Manav. I've just joined the building. Love the energy, bro. Big up to you, Geezer. Big up to you. TT should have pulled Conte's wig off because that was allowed. Exactly. Gaffer should have done it. Gaffer should have done it. I think Dean and Taylor are just jealous of Cucurella, mate. They ain't got a mop of hair like that on their head. And they just got an agenda. And plus, they're Chelsea players. They go there, oh, he's a Chelsea player. Let's screw him over. Glad I can watch live. Big ups. Big up, Els Oso, my member as well. Big up to you. Guys, you can become a member as well. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. HT Talks Chelsea. Big up, Johnny. How are you, mate? I'm doing good, mate. I'm doing good. Daddy Tuchel in here as well. Big up, Minerals. Sly Kerry, much love, bro. Jellica, lovely to see you in here. I like Pulisic, but if he wants to leave, let him leave, but not to United. I know that's what I'm saying. I don't want him to go United, really, because I think he actually makes them better in a way. He'll make them better, and he'll get a run. And if you build around Pulisic, he's a very good player. But unfortunately, it just doesn't. It's not a right match. And you can't say Pulisic hasn't had his chances at Chelsea. You can't say how many seasons he's been in. 3 seasons, guys. You know, you can't say he's missed some big moments in games. He's got us some good moments as well, but he's too inconsistent. United top 4 low. Have a day off, Johnny. Listen, don't write United off, man. I know you're having a shit one at the minute, but I think if you do get a few signings, you'll be up there. You'll be up there. I don't listen to the media. I don't listen to the media. We know how it goes. We know how it goes. If you get a run of form and momentum, anything can happen with whatever team it is. Look at Leicester winning the league. No one expected that. BMO, hey Johnny, English media's agent against our US owners, so transparent, and yet when it comes to broke loan and shady business, nothing. Yeah, exactly. That's very much the case. You would have thought us getting American owners that would be loved, but we're not. We're not getting loved at all. We're getting hated. So on and off the pitch as usual. So where do we go with this? Like, you know, they didn't want the Saudis with us, but I think they're behind the scenes anyway. Maybe that's why they hate it. Maybe there was a loophole made with Bowley and Clearlake that got them through the door, you know, because it was a very strict regime. But listen, end of the day, the media can say whatever the fuck they want. The Gary Nevilles, the Talk Sports, all these platforms, they can say whatever they want. But in my opinion, their opinion means fuck all anyway. It doesn't mean anything to me. It's just they want to add the 10 pence. They want to set a narrative and a tone and plant the seed, which is what all these brown envelopes do. And they're very good at it. And they want to create a negative vibe around Chelsea. Did anyone see a negative vibe at the bridge? Did anyone see one negative vibe at the bridge within the family, within our club? Is there any negativity? No, there isn't. All right. It's all outside. It's all outside the negativity. All right. And there's a shitload of it coming from all different directions. Does it affect us? No. It makes us stronger. It makes us believe more. And the players are fired up. The players are aware of Anthony Taylor and they delivered. It's not on them, the players, that result. You can't blame not one single player. All right. And the gaffer went out to Jorginho's defense saying, no, I didn't take him off because how can I blame him for that goal that shouldn't have been a goal? My gaffer. Retro Petro, thoughts on Ratcliffe buying United and Glazers finally selling? No, they're not. They're going to sell a percentage to Ratcliffe, but Ratcliffe's a bit of a slippery one, mate. The way he came in late in the hour, making out he didn't know, what the deadline was and all this. It was all brown envelope. He's a United fan and he wanted to buy Chelsea. That was a red flag anyway. But, you know, we all had our opinions back then and I did as well. And I didn't know what to believe. I wasn't really keen on American ownership. I thought, UK Brit owning Chelsea, you know, it might go well. He's got money. But when you deep into him, yes, he's got money. He's like, it's not about profit, but yeah, it is about profit, mate. I mean, you're spending 4 billion. It's about profit, fella. It's not like you're Roman and you're just enjoying football and it's a hobby. It's also about being a celebrity status. Bowley is that guy. Bowley's the face. He's going to take on that celebrity status. But it's the people behind the scenes, people. Yeah, it's those guys are the ones with the money, and they work with through Bowley with Tuchel. And they make the decisions, they make the money, and they go and make the signings, and they make business decisions. But it's going to take time for Bowley and the consortium to get to grips with how English football is, how Chelsea Football Club is, how football is run, because it's different to baseball. It's as simple as that. It's a different model. It's a different regime. So it's going to take time. We don't have time, but in this short space of time, and the fact that we've only just been unsanctioned like 2.5 months, 3 months ago, if it's that, yeah, we signed Koulibaly, Sterling, Casadei, Chuck Winnells, Hutchinson, Slovenia, Sterling. Who else we signed? Cucurella. Fantastic signings, guys. You know, real top quality, future and now. So I'm not going to put pressure on Bowley. I think he's doing a great job. But let's see what happens. Hello, so I love the youth signings from Bowley. I do as well. But it's not Bowley. It's obviously Tuchel and his team, because our scouts are shit. Our scouts weren't looking at these talents. So obviously something's changed. And I think Tuchel is he's getting recommendations probably. And then the gaffer's looking at him. And the gaffer's saying, yeah, I want him. I like him. And it's funny enough, I can see a pattern with these young players of why Tuchel likes them. They all carry something. They carry a first touch, technically good, decent, potential. They've got a certain build about them. They've got a certain mentality about them. If you look at Chuck Winnells, young, but got good mentality, self-belief. You look at Hutchinson, very technically gifted, skillful, We pipped him from Arsenal. I love that even more. And you look at Casadei, another one, mentally got that he's got that build, and he's got mental strength because he's come from Italy to Chelsea, a new country, a new lifestyle. You can see these characteristics. He's looking at Gordon, another one. Looks like he's got mentality at a young age to play at a high level in Premier League. You know, I like this, and I love the fact that Tuchel's getting this control, because people are trying to doubt Tuchel, and about his talent ID, where they don't know fucking nothing about it. They ain't got a clue. The gaffer knows, all right? And we're going to see that. And you ain't going to say shit, because we're going to be winning stuff. We're going to be winning trophies with the gaffer. So I look at all these aspects, and for me, I'm very excited. Yeah, he can say it's very hot all he wants, but nothing's changed, Abidas. Nothing's changed, mate. Yeah, is that Casadei? Yeah. Right, we've gone through that one. All right, Karma, Christian Romero ruled out up to 4 weeks with muscle injury as Tottenham defenders dealt with setback just days after pulling Mark. Yeah, good. Fuck him. Fuck Conte as well. Rat. Petulance. That's what he was. He was petulant. Do you still think Cristiano Ronaldo is a Chelsea thing, or brown envelope just saying stuff? It's brown envelope. Now, I'll tell you something about Cristiano Ronaldo, right? Everyone is dick riding at Chelsea. All the fans want Cristiano Ronaldo. What was the key thing earlier on when all this nonsense came out? The key thing was Tuchel doesn't want to sign off that player. He doesn't want that player. That should be end of fucking discussion. All right? And there is a reason for that. Do you honestly believe that having Cristiano Ronaldo against Spurs in that game we played on Sunday, we would play how we did? Do you honestly believe that? You think that he's going to be doing what Kai Havertz was doing? No chance. He's 36, 7 years old. He ain't doing that. This player does not fit the profile of what Thomas Tuchel wants. There's no denying that Cristiano Ronaldo's finishing is elite. He's GOAT, yeah? There's no denying that. But that's not enough. Do you know what it'll do? It'll mean you have to give extra workload to Sterling, Mount, the wing backs, the midfield. And against the biggest, better sides, if you get caught out, you'll be out of positions. There's no recovery because your wing backs are doing all the work for Ronaldo. I don't buy Ronaldo's coming. It keeps coming out, and I will literally come for all of them again when it's transfer deadline day and it's over, and he still ain't come, because it will just prove that it's all brown envelope talk. Why is the gaffer going to turn around and go, yeah, I'm going to have Cristiano Ronaldo now, after I've said I'm not signing him off? Do you think the gaffer's that stupid? Do you think the gaffer is going to, if he really wants him, he's going to turn him away? Of course he's not. He's going to say, yeah, I want Ronaldo. We get him. All right? And then you create this whole, but United won't sell Ronaldo to Chelsea. They won't do it. But yet we're prepared to give Pulisic to them or Ziyech. It doesn't make sense to me, all this talk. I don't know. I think they're using a bit of Chelsea United names here in these deals. Prove me wrong. Always say it to the brown envelopes. Prove me wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. I cannot see Cristiano Ronaldo coming to Chelsea. Doesn't fit the profile for me. There's no denying that Chelsea's setup and Chelsea's team is a better environment for Cristiano Ronaldo to deliver. Because let's have it right. Cristiano Ronaldo's goals at Man United, if you took away his goals, I think they would have been 15th. Right? That's how clutch he was. That's how important he was. But he's levels above every other player in that side, in all aspects. And he's a very old player now. So, yes, coming to Chelsea, he'll be around better players, a better unit, a better team. But it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work, guys. You have to sacrifice other areas to get the best out of Ronaldo. And we tried that with Lukaku and it don't fucking work. Like that traditional number 9 doesn't work at Chelsea. That's why the gaffer maybe likes Broja, because Broja can drift left and right and he's young and energetic and he'll press. Is Cristiano going to do that? Yes, he might press for moments. He does. And he might, work hard. But because he's a mentality mineral monster. But he's not going to be able to sustain that throughout 90 minutes. He's not going to be able to sustain that throughout the whole season. What if he gets injured? It's likely, guys. So this is my problem with Ronaldo. I just don't think. I think it's all brown envelope talk. Smash those likes and subscribe, or even a member peeps up the Chels. Guys, let's have it right. Like and subscribe, people. I'm on the road to 4K. Big up Stephen here. Johnny, I've just got on late, so I'm not sure if you've covered the news on Tottenham defender, the wanker that cost us 2 points on Sunday. Remember, injured 4 weeks. Karma at its best. Exactly. Yeah. No, if 100% what goes around comes around, and at the end of the day, he can thank Mike Dean for that. Mike Dean is the one. Mike Dean, the toss pot, absolute joke. Yeah, this is class. The petition 152k should be on 1 million, mate. Should be on 1 million. It's piss poor. Gary, Chelsea are reportedly one of several clubs keeping tabs on Brighton youngster Moises Casadei, according to 90 Minutes. The Blues are watching the 20-year-old midfielder's progress and are keen on him. Yeah, we're looking to the future as well, guys. We're looking to the future. Big up to Tony, SW6, Steve, Prop Chels, up the Chels. Big up to Universe. Congrats to the 3K subs, Johnny. Keep going, man. Thank you very much. Let's keep going. Plant the minerals, Johnny. Let's lay these brown envelopes in the mud. They're always in the mud when it comes to me. They're always in the mud. Chaps 22, lovely to see you in here. Brighton, interested in Gilmore, apparently. Right, this has actually just triggered me something. Cheers, Chaps 22. Right, so on Sunday at Leeds, right, we don't have Kovacic. We don't have Kante, from what I'm hearing. So why doesn't the gaffer play Gilmore? Play Gilmore. He can play the 6. He's better at a 6 than Loftus-Cheek. He's better at a 6 than Gallagher. Play Billy Esther Goatmore and see if he's got the minerals that you want, Gaffer. Because I'm telling you now, he'll step up against Leeds. If you play him at Leeds and he puts in a fucking man of match performance, you're going to have to think twice about signing players or whether to loan him out. I think it's a great opportunity. And I said it last year. Kovacic and Kante always get injured. Whether it's early on or late, they get injured. All right. And it's always both at the same time. So why don't we let Gilmore go last year and we got punished for it because we brought in that fucking useless player Soul. All right. He used to be a left wing back and all this nonsense. Yeah. Didn't cut the mustard. So we have to get in and accept that we've got to learn from our mistakes and we've got to bring in Gilmore. Play Gilmore. It makes sense to me. Give him the opportunity, Gaffer. Give him the opportunity, Gaffer. You know, he's got the minerals, Billy. Like, let him play. Let him have a chance. And if he's that piss poor, then yeah, okay, no, we're loaning him. All right. But I doubt it. I'll tell you this now. He'll put in a performance. He'll up his levels against Leeds. He'll be quick tempo. He'll be a mineral general in there. Let him play. I'd play him. Don't fuck around with Loftus-Cheek and Gallagher with Jorginho. Don't fuck around with it. We saw Gallagher with Jorginho in the preseason. Didn't work. Look, Ruben Loftus-Cheek is not really a 6. All right. He's better at a fucking wing back than he is a 6 because he's more of an 8. He can put in a shift for a period. Right. Those two players could put a shift in for a period. No dispute because they did. But I'm talking 90 minutes away at Ellen Road. No, mate. You put Billy Esther Gilmore in there. That's what I would do, people. Let me know in the chat if you agree with me. But that is what I think. That is what I think. You've got to give him his chance. Give him his chance, mate. Why would we ship Pulisic out and Gordon in? Gordon has 4 goals in 4 years. Yeah, but Gordon is playing in a shocking team. Team that almost got relegated. They're shit. He's new. You can see the talent. Listen, if the gaffer wants him, he wants him. Pulisic doesn't want to be here, Faded Red. Clearly, he doesn't want to be at Chelsea. So, you know, I don't want players that don't want to be here. I've always said it. Johnny, if you were Super T, who would you bring to Chelsea? I said, well, what? That's realistic or not realistic? If it's not realistic, I'm bringing Declan Rice. I'm bringing Neymar. I'm bringing Frankie de Jong and Fofana. No, fuck it. I'd bring Marquinhos. But that's not realistic. Who I think is realistic? Fofana is realistic. I think Frankie de Jong is realistic if he wants to leave. because we can afford that. But whether we pay those wages is another thing. That's why Man United might get him, because they'll be stupid enough to pay 500 grand a week. I don't think Chelsea do that. So if he's lowering his wages to come to Chelsea, why would he lower his wages with us? He might as well do it at Barcelona. But it might be too much to lower his wages at Barcelona. I think it's more about the debt. But anyway, that's a fucking circus and a real saga. But I'd like him. There's no dispute. He's a quality baller. But up front, I still think it's possible to get Neymar. There's not many out there. There's not many players out there. There's not many players out there that I think like sort of fit in with us, you know, and that are available. It's very hard to find availability. Yeah, guys, drop a like if you think Anthony Taylor is a wanker, guys. Drop a like. Let me know what likes them on, people. Johnny, I don't get why the fuck some of our fans are sitting there crying about the price of Gordon extra. I know it's overpriced, but number one, it ain't our money. And two, if the gaffer wants, the gaffer gets. And it's true, it's not our money. I mean, look, he's a English player, so there's that tax. You're buying him from Everton, another Premier League club. That's another double tax there. He's young, he's got potential. There's nothing to not like about him. I think he's very good against us. You know, he causes us a lot of issues. He doesn't give the ball away. He's very good technically. He's got bundles of pace. He'll do what the gaffer wants and he'll learn, and he's got a hunger about him. I like him. I just like players like that. I like players like that. And it'd be great. And if he doesn't make it first team all the time, he'll be a fantastic squad player. And listen, to win the league, it's about squad, isn't it? It's about having the best squad to compete at the highest level. And you know, we're trying to rebuild that. We're in a rebuild. We're not building. We're just in an actual rebuild. We still need that other central defender. You know, what's happening with all this talk about Trev Chalobah? It's all nonsense. He ain't going nowhere. I don't believe he's going anywhere. I really don't. I don't believe it. And also, the gaffer's going to get a contract extension as well, which is great news. And I heard some people saying, why are they doing it so early? Fuck that. Get him tied down, mate. Get the gaffer tied down. He's here for the long haul. He loves this football club. He absolutely loves this football club, you know? So that's what I'm talking about. You get 95%. You get 95% right, Johnny, like that cement booted plank. Yeah. Listen, I'm not right on everything, but I'll speak on what I know and what I believe, and in that respect, I'm pretty bang on with everything. But when it comes to like what the gaffer wants, I can see the pattern of play of what he likes and what sort of profile he's looking for, and I think Gordon does fit that. You know, he does fit that. Casadei fits that. Chuck Winnerals fits that, and if you watch Chuck Winnerals with the gaffer, and then the way the gaffer is with the young players, you know, he puts an arm around them, he instills this belief, this love and affection. You know what I mean? And that's very important. I don't think Pulisic, Ziyech, CHO have been getting that. The gaffer's giving them chances, people. He's giving them chances that don't deliver. If you don't deliver, the gaffer ain't going to take the risk. The gaffer ain't got time to muck around. He's got to close the gap. He wants to fuck closing the gap. He wants to overtake it. He wants to step over the number one spot, City and Liverpool. He wants to step over that. So he can't do that with keeping players that are not good enough or not consistent enough and don't do what he wants. It's just, what's the point? So it's like I say, it's a big statement from Bowley letting go of Pulisic. It's a massive move. You know, this guy's a marketing monster. The money generates, and Bowley's going to let him go. So you can see it's not just about that. I don't think Roman would have sold Pulisic for the money that they make from him. I just don't see it. And are you gonna go and this is another thing about sending him to Man United doesn't make any fucking sense. Are you gonna go and give Pulisic to United so that United can make all that fucking money on shirts and marketing and all that? It's ridiculous. You're strengthening another club. Big up Zahid Zuri. Big up, Johnny, and hello from Malaysia. Lovely to see you in here, Geezer. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Thank you for subscribing, my guy. Thank you very much for subscribing. Lovely to see new faces in here, as always. Come on, guys, hit that like button. Learn your minerals. Let's have it right. Hello, so thank you for your donation. Up the Chelsea, great show, Geez. Thanks for the laughs. Big up, Geezer. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Dread, my guy, big up, Johnny. Been going since 72. They've always hated us. We don't care. Like and subscribe, people. Chelsea till we die. Well, that's Ken Bates' era, if I'm correct. You know, Rupert Murdoch, the conflict there. It all stems, the hatred for Chelsea. And obviously, Arsenal tried to buy us out of the league, didn't they? They tried to get us out of the league. We're just hated by everyone. Let's run through. Big up Cursor in here. Did you hear the stupid questions that journalists asking Cooker? Did it hurt when your hair was pulled? I mean, they're just there to prod and get agitation out of the players or the person they're interviewing so they can get juicy content. That's what it's about. But when you're in front of journalists, you have to not fall into the traps. You got to keep your cool. All right, you got to keep your cool. And the gaffer is elite at doing that. Gaffer is elite. Jose Mourinho was elite at that. Brilliant at it. Frank obviously landed his minerals as well. Big up, Jem. Lovely to see you in here, Geezer. That's true what Minerals said. Saudi Media Group have involvement with Clear Lake Capital. Funding is back. Exactly. So this is another reason. And also, I think, let's say that UK go against Saudi. Well, we're not actually got the face of Saudi on our football club. So it keeps the money in the country where they can control it. And that's the money there. That's the minerals there. And I strongly believe that. So, yeah, we are literally, it's all linked, people. Everything's linked, people. Big up Seppa's in here as well. Lovely to see you in here. No, it's not Newcastle. It's not Newcastle. It's the Saudi backing, not Newcastle. Saudi Media Group. I'm a bit behind though, ain't I? Bit behind, people. Bit behind. Listen, big up to everyone in here. Big up Elias in here. You can't play like that week in, week out. You have to be consistent to win the league. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Gilmore's staying power. He's off. I don't know what's happening, Chelsea Mills, old boys. I don't know what's happening with Gilmore. But if I was the gaffer, I'd give him a chance against Leeds, let him prove his worth, because I really do think that he will perform. He will perform. All right, bear with me, guys. I want to get Tony on now. It's just like, what are we supposed to believe? Like that. Let me land this one. Right, we were told by the brown envelopes that Brozier was going to get sold on a permanent deal, that he wants to leave. We were told Gilmore was going to get sold on a permanent deal, wants to leave. We were told, who's the third one? Who's the third one? I can't remember. Who's the third one? There was another player. Colwill was going on a permanent deal. Funny enough, Brohos here because the gaffer wanted to keep him. That's the first one. Colwill's gone on loan. He hasn't been sold. So all the other platforms that are getting all fucking irate and coming at the gaffer and all the Cobham stands, right? We're getting, when I am one of them, don't get me wrong, but I said, a loan. It's going to be a loan, guys. And it was. The gaffer sees the potential. Let's see what he delivers at Brighton and how he performs. We keep our eye on that. I think it's a great move for him. I think if Gilmore goes on loan, he should go to Brighton and fucking land the minerals there and play that possession football under Potter. Because Potter's a great manager. That's that whole philosophy and system. Cucurella come from there. So it just goes to show you that, these might be the best loan moves for those two players. Brohard still keep at the minute. Let's see who we bring in. That will determine what happens. Yeah. Right, let me just get this sorted. What are we saying, guys? What likes are we on, guys? What likes are we on? And if you're new in here, please do subscribe. Please do subscribe. Very important, guys. I'm on the road to 4K, I believe. Let me just double check. Double check, people. I'm on the road to 4K, people. Come on, let's have it right. Up the Chels, up the Minerals FC. Let's get to the 4K, people. Let's get to the 4K. I'm very excited, guys. I do think that we've got less than 2 weeks for the transfer window now. There's 2 weeks left. Less. So we need to make sure that we get these signs over the line. Yeah. All right, that's done. Let's see what you're saying in the chat. He's a top gap. He's a stopgap for me. Is that Aubameyang you're talking about? Yeah, I agree with that. Havertz does not give a fuck. He won the Champions League. I have faith in that boy. 100%. Anyone coming at Kai Havertz or doubting Kai Havertz, fuck off. All right, Kai Havertz, if you watched him on Sunday, he worked his socks off. He missed that one chance that people were moaning and crying about. But at the end of the day, right, okay, it's the way he played for the team helped us create the other chances we created. It goes hand in hand, and that's what Havertz gives you. It's just when he gets in those positions, he needs those chances. It will come, guys. It will come. But this kid's a baller, mate. The link up, the flicks I saw from Havertz against Spurs was just beautiful to watch. Him and Mace and James and everyone just linking up. Cucurella's class, mate. You don't get that from many players. We've got a wonderful talent, a baller, and we need to back him. All right? He walks into top teams, mate. Top teams would buy this player without a question. They'd buy him. So we need to back Kai Havertz. He's a silky German. He's won the big trophies for us. He gets time for it, but he's had no consistency for 2 seasons. He's been in and out. He's been fucking hit with all sorts of shit, especially Lukaku, the cement booted. For all he was hit with that geezer, all right? And now he's got a season where we're back to the harmony where we can pick up from the back end of when we won the Champions League and let's roll into this season. And it's just frustrating that we lost those 2 points. We lost them. We were robbed of those 2 points. Yeah? It's not going to be like that now. So let's see how we go, guys. Let's see how we go, Kai. I've got a lot of faith in Kai, and I'm backing him all the way, and I don't give a shit what anyone says. But let's talk about, I didn't mention about Reece James and Mason Mount. Like, we don't know if it's true about the 7 years. We don't know. This is also could be a bit of a marketing ploy by the brown envelopes to sort of make get Chelsea to pay more money that Guardiola's going in for him. I've just seen rumours that Guardiola's going in for that Milinkovic-Savic for 42 million or something. They don't even need him. So what's going on here, guys? Are they being used to try and help get a better deal from another club that wants him or interested? It's all bullshit. All right, this guy's been linked to Chelsea for God knows how many years, Milinkovic-Savic, yeah? And he's a lovely little player, but he's like 27 now. But yeah, the Gordon thing, I don't know, mate. I think that Pep Guardiola's been used this whole story, but at the same time, I can see why he likes him. I can, if it's true. It goes both ways, hand in hand, but I don't believe all that shit. But yeah, on the contract for Reece James, Mason Mount, they deserve 6 years plus 1 year. Goes without saying, but they also deserve their 350 grand a week. Yeah, they deserve that. If you're signing me on to a 7-year contract, I want big money, mate. Fuck that. You're going to tie me down to what, 200 grand on 7 years? And then when I want a contract, where's my contract extension? 7 years takes Mason Mount to 30 years old. And for Reece James, that'll take him to 29 years old, right? What, they're going to wait all that time to get their big contract? Nah. No. No. You pay him the 300 grand a week. Pay him the 300 grand a week at a minimum. If you're bringing him Sterling at 300 grand a week, who's 27, you're giving those boys are playing like men already. They're playing like men, proven professionals already. They are. So they deserve their wages. They deserve more from me. If it's my way, I'll pay Minerals Mount 500 grand a week and I'll pay Reece James the big money as well. Because I want them to stay in the future of our football club. They're already part of our history already at a young age. They're the DNA of Chelsea. You know, they are Chelsea. For me, Captain Mason Mount, Vice Captain Reece James, that's the way it is for me. The gaffer's made Mason Mount captain 4 times now. He's been made captain. That is the way it is. Yeah. And I'll love it. And Reece James be vice captain. And that's all the minerals you need. You got your vice captain and your captain, bruv. And they're proper Chelsea and they're Minerals FC. They are the ballers of this club. You know, they are the mentality of this club. They are this club. They are Chelsea. It's in their blood, in their veins. It's stilled in their heart and soul. You know, it's everything to them to play for that club and win trophies with that club. And they want to win this year. And I think they're going to win the league this year. I think we can win the league this year. I don't know why, but I feel like we can win the league. Don't know why. I just got this vibe, mate. I really do. Something about the gaffer this year and the team and the unity and all that. I felt like this when we won the Champions League. And I did call us winning the Champions League. And we did win it. But it's like it's a far call, you know what I mean? To say that, like it's very far. But like if you start, let's see how we get on. See how we get in December, January. Maybe people start to believe, depending on where we are. Big up, Zayed. I'm not a goat, but thank you for supporting, Geezer. Thank you for supporting. Our designer in here. Big up to you, Geezer. Big up to you. Where's this one? Yes, Human Kebab. He's back in there. He's back in here. Kai is going to make the Dirty Leeds defense dance for him this weekend. Loved him against Spurs. Yeah, I did. I loved him against Spurs. I thought he was fantastic, mate. He really was. And he went up to the crowd with Banfield and he was like, come on. When we got a corner, he was like, telling the crowd, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Yeah, and this is what I'm saying, man. He loves Chelsea. He loves his club. He gets it. Let's back him. And we love Kai Havertz, mate. We love Kai Havertz. There's no agendas on Kai Havertz. No agendas on Kai Havertz. He's a Minerals general, mate, up there. Silky German general. Yeah. And you saw Timo Werner there as well. Let's have it right. You saw Timo there as well. So it's all happening, mate. Big up, Tony. What's happening, Geezer? My guy.
How you doing, buddy? How are you? How is everyone
I'm good.
out there?
Let me put my earpiece in, mate. I can hear you. That's it. Yeah, now I can hear. Can you hear me all right? Yeah?
Well, I certainly can, my friend. Yes, I can indeed.
Lovely, jubbly.
Much love to everyone out there. Much love to you, Johnny. And rather interesting, isn't it? All the ramifications going on. A man getting dropped from the VAR.
Yeah. We love that. We love that.
Yeah.
Well,
but you're right, though, Johnny. I mean, it's like it's too late. It's after the event.
Yeah.
And I done a big piece on Chelsea SW6 Facebook, quite a big long piece actually, and attached the petition to it. And I basically said that look, it's not something really that I would normally get myself involved in. In fact, it's a bit, I don't know. I mean, will it achieve anything? Well, no, it won't, right? But we all know that in life, united we stand, divided we fall, and you have to do something in terms of pushing back on things when things aren't right, and this is clearly not right. And I think it's gone beyond the sort of average kickoff about decisions not going your way or a bad refereeing decision. This is a catalogue of major discrepancies which need further investigation. And if they think they're just going to fucking palm it off to the point where they find our manager, our gaffer, as you call him, and at the same time, just it's business as usual, and we find ourselves with him, refereeing our next game, a big game, let's say, perhaps, then really and truly, it's the same as it ever was, and nothing will ever get changed or sorted. And this simply has to be addressed. This is big enough to the point where a manager has, it was quite clear, obviously, what the fans felt on the weekends. 40,000 people singing Taylor, Taylor, you're a, where I'm going with that.
Taylor,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, we made ourselves perfectly clear, but you have to say
must have heard
Thomas,
that. They must have heard that
Yeah,
on Sky
course.
Sports, mate.
100%,
that was
mate,
loud, man. That was loud.
But I think what was more damning is the fact that Thomas Tuchel went on to say, well, the players knew it before a ball was even kicked. So they were already psychologically affected, knowing full well that this guy, it just isn't fair. We don't get the rubber to green with him. We don't get the 50-50 decisions, and we certainly don't get the same as the opposition. I mean, if there was any fairness, they would play those last 6 minutes of the game again behind closed doors, or certainly give Chelsea a free kick, with maybe a minute to play. It's a joke, mate. Yeah, we've lost 2 points, which all right, people are saying, well, it's only 2 points. It's only the second game of the season. It's not the fucking point. I mean, who's benefited from this massively, right? I'd say probably Tottenham. Tottenham massively, because they've gone to a place where they don't normally get anything from, Stamford Bridge, and they come away with an undeserved draw. That's for them. That's a confidence builder, and for us, it was a real kick in the nuts. Let's be honest, it was a kick in the teeth when we come outside that after that game had ended, and you saw those Tottenham fans all fucking giving it large. By the way, and I have to say, Tottenham as supporters were very unimpressive. Very unimpressive. They didn't make hardly any noise at all throughout the game. And I think that's because we were totally in control of the game, Johnny. We were just so far superior to them. We never really let them get anything. But, it's beyond the joke. And last time I checked, there was over 150,000 signatures. And I just said, look, all right, okay, is it going to achieve anything? Probably not. But the more people that do actually sign it, it's change.org, by the way, if anyone hasn't done it yet. You should do it, because if anything, it's showing a bit of solidarity with the manager and the players. So you're really sort of backing the manager just by doing it. And for that, it's worth a minute of your time or 2 minutes of your time.
Yeah.
Listen,
I'm like Ellen Day. If Tierney was taken off because of Klopp's comments from refereeing Liverpool, then that same treatment should apply to Chelsea Football Club, and what Tuchel said about Taylor, it should apply. The FA have taken Mike Dean off VAR simply because he fucked up. Yeah, he fucked up.
So
because his decisions were wrong.
Well,
so therefore, but the FA won't comment on it, and that's where I get pissed off, because you should be you're commenting on Tuchel getting a fine and making a lovely little statement on your fucking site, but you're not stating why Mike Dean got taken off VAR, because he's going to referee a game now. So he's gone from VAR to refereeing games, which is fucking even worse.
Everybody loved the ending to that game, apart from Chelsea supporters.
Yeah.
Everyone, got a kick out of that. You could see how animated the commentator was. This is incredible. This is what the Premier League's all about. And, listen, it's Chelsea Spurs, right? You're always going to get things running at a high level. Yeah, your adrenaline's always going to be pumping. It's a massive game between two rival teams. And Stratford End, where W16 says there to be fair, Chelsea didn't take the chances. No, we didn't. You're right. But it still doesn't take away. We wouldn't have to have taken our chances, right? If those 2 goals weren't counted, you know. I just think we were superior, far superior in that game. There was only one side that was in control of that game, and any comparison between us and Spurs is just a fucking joke, to tell you the truth. But this is the thing, right?
We said this anyway before the game. We said, well, I kept saying it as well. Well, I fucking told everyone, but at the end of the day, Spurs are nowhere near Chelsea. Arsenal are nowhere near Chelsea. So all this hype of them to overtaking Chelsea top 4 was all media and brown envelopes. It wasn't the fans. The fans don't believe that. Our performance showed the levels that we are above Spurs. They only got a point because of the referee's fucking piss poor performance, professionalism, and decisions. Other than that, they would have lost 2-3-0. And that's the bottom line. You know, they had one chance from Harry Kane and he fluffed his lines. And that would have been 1-1, a fair 1-1, right? But then we went and scored the second one anyway.
If shit like that happens,
it's fair, I don't
enough.
mind it. Yeah,
you know,
it wasn't.
And we've all been to games where we've dominated games and lost it in the last minute, or let a goal go in, you know, and that's just, you know, all's fair and love and more and all that. But
exactly,
this was something different. It's the same cast, it's the same genre, it's the same fucking outcome, it's the same bollocks. And you know, if we don't call it out now, when are we ever going to? And I just think there's never been a bigger or better opportunity.
But the gaffer has, he's called it out. The gaffer called it out. He's
called it out, so don't we need to back him as supporters?
Yeah, and I love that about the gaffer. I love that. You know, when have we had a gaffer like Jose who calls it out? When have we had that?
Well,
that's Jose.
Right. That's right. But
like,
you know,
that's a key thing for me of us going and winning the title and being part of growing and building and having that. You know, like when you have that, I was trying to explain on my show earlier. You have that some sort of team spirit, that belief together, that die hard fighting mentality, the gaffer celebrations. I haven't witnessed stuff like that for a long time, and finally we've got it in Tuchel. Finally, he's been back. He's getting players. I mean, us letting go of Pulisic is a massive fucking statement from Bowley, you know, and the owners and how they're backing the gaffer. And now look at all the Tuchel outers. They're all wishy-washy now, aren't they? They're all going, "Oh, Tuchel, we love Tuchel," and this and that. You know, it's
rather
the big thing.
Everyone's changed their whole mantra. You know, Mimi, whatever his name is, of Blue Lions, he's very pro Tommy T in the last video that he put out. Obviously, I see the minerals bit from Rory. I think you'll find that might become a mainstream word, Johnny. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me that he uses that a lot on. There you go. It wouldn't surprise me, mate, that he uses that word a lot on radio, and it becomes.
Let him use it. The fucking the wrong one. Yeah, let him use it.
This is the point, Johnny. They've made a decision in itself, right, by taking him out of the game for a week. They've said, right, take a week off. You're off it, yeah. So they've made a decision. They've actually made a decision in itself, right? So they've actually really backed up what Thomas Tuchel's actually said. So, but we all know, right, that, you know, well, you can't be seen to be saying that or doing that. And of course, we know he's going to get the book thrown at him. And it's just bollocks, isn't it? It's just total bollocks, mate. You know what I mean? And, you know, as for VAR, we talk about brown envelopes and everything else. All VAR's done really is take the reactionary momentum out of football, the beautiful side of the spontaneous reaction scenario, which is exactly, if you could bottle it, that's what football is all about. That moment of jubilation, that incredible moment, where we all celebrate as one. And they've basically almost said, well, no, we're going to have that moment, and then we're going to decide when it's time for you to react, It's just more and more of this control mechanism, Johnny. Football's no fucking different. I mean, who's it actually? All it's done now, Johnny, right, is transfer the control to somebody else, to a third party.
Yeah, that's what VAR is. Done. Exactly.
It's all it's done. But we're not centralising around the referee. The referee might as well fucking actually be there.
Well, this is the point, Tony. VAR, right, is the one entity that we don't know what the hell's been said, what's
No,
been shown,
no,
who's behind
no.
it.
It's
It's
like
just like,
lobbying.
yeah,
It's like lobbying, right? What they do in the third chamber of the European Union. No, I don't want to get all political in here, right? Okay, where no one knows who the people are. No one votes for them. They can't get fucking unelected, and they're the ones lobbying the big multinational companies, which they're all doing their bartering amongst one another. Who's to say? Like you say, we don't know what's going on. It's just all it's done is now shift the emphasis onto
it's
whatever they want
easier,
to see happen.
yeah, and it's easier for them to control it. Is my thing, right? They've got more time in
So,
VAR to buy time to think, whereas on the pitch when it's the ref's decision, you ain't got time to make it.
no, and
Like
we
it's
accepted it. We accepted it for all its sort of what's the right word? Its inefficiencies. Yeah, it was almost like again the beautiful side of the game. If you're looking for perfection, then you have to have perfection in every single aspect. I honestly believe the only place where technology was necessary, right, was the lines, the tram lines, like they are in tennis. Exactly the same principles as in football. Did the ball go over the line? I mean, people still argue about the 1966 World Cup, don't they? Jeff Hurst, did it go over? Didn't it go over? Well, we know that fucking Lampard shot against Germany in the Euros certainly did, don't we? And it's situations like that, Johnny, yeah, like simplistic moments, right, where it's over the line goal, yeah. That's something where I agree with technology and everything else, but you know, this is ridiculous right now because it's one person's interpretation of something else, and everyone's kind of second guessing it, really, aren't they? And again, it's down to whoever makes that decision and for what reason. And the thing is, we'll never fucking know.
yeah.
And that's it's they literally are, mate, destroying destroying the game, destroying the game, mate.
Well,
And I
listen,
said it right from the very
I'm
moment
glad
it
it's
came out.
happened. I'm glad it sort of happened earlier, not like you know where we've had him ref a few times. Like we know when he's refed us, he's been fucking awful. But
Yeah,
it's like every big game he refs, and now it's like it's got to be some sort of decision where he's not refing Liverpool and Man United games and fucking Arsenal games. Spurs games. It's a massive game. This was so early on in the season. It's massive. It's our first home game as well against them, who everyone's propping them up to be some fucking massive force this season. When let's have it right, they created fuck all. What did they create in that game? What and the Matt Laws of the world coming out saying Conte's more of an attacking manager than Tuchel was fucking laughable, fella, because he
joke,
fucking went
mate.
ain't. That's a
People are
joke.
just jokers, mate. Jokers. Well,
It's
under the
like
petition, it says Kovacic red card, FA Cup final, Maguire stamp on Batshuayi, Casadei kick on Alonso, Ramiro pulling Cucurella's hair, Reece James handball, Liverpool, Sanchez handball, FA Cup final, Azpilicueta push, Maguire hold on Aspi, Lo Celcio stamp on Aspi, no red, Giroud offside versus United, Vernon no foul, or penalty versus City, Emi Martinez outside the box, not penalised, and it goes on and on and on and on. Basically, I mean, this is all one man against us,
yeah.
And
I want to read this.
I mean,
Thanks for your Super Meals donation, Gabriel. It's Mike Dean's last season as ref, so don't be surprised if more controversy in retirement year as ref scandal for books and after dinner speaking circuit. Yeah, and I agree with that. He can get away with it because he's going to fucking retire, and then no one's going to say nothing or worry about him next season. So he could do the damage this season. That's a great point, mate. That's a great point. And that's why he's probably on. He's a
oh,
Spurs fan, mate. Have you seen the clips of him celebrating? Pretty much celebrating a
yeah,
score as a ref. Have you seen that,
it's
Tony?
yeah, yeah. There's a big long
Shocking.
list of them, isn't there? Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
And this guy's on
Yeah,
VAR against our derby. It just tells you the agenda, mate, and the control aspect. Luke's put in here. It's where is it? I just saw it. No, Johnny. No, if you see the last 6 minutes before Cucurella Airport, Spurs had 2 corners there on us. Right now, to an extent, they were a little bit more in the game, and there was a reason for that. And that was a reason because we had Loftus-Cheek and Gallagher in the middle, and people don't want to listen to that. But that was the reason. They bypassed easier because Kante wasn't on the pitch. When Kante's on the pitch, they couldn't penetrate anywhere except from the wings. They couldn't go down the wings because we had Reece James Cucurella. So this is the thing. If your midfield ain't good enough, well, like when we play Leeds, you play Loftus-Cheek or Gallagher against Jorginho, you're going to get run through the middle, all right? Because that's what they're going to target. They're not going to go down the sides because we're strong down with the wing-back protection and the back three, back five. They're going to go down the middle, and they're going to try and get corners and that. And that's how it works. So this is my concern. This is why I think, and I want to hear what you say. But I play Billy Gilmore, mate, with Jorginho. Fuck it. Let him play. If he doesn't do well, take him off. Bring on a Loftus-Cheek. But for me, Loftus-Cheek, Gallagher, for 90 minutes at Ellen Road with Jorginho, I'm not confident, mate, with that. Are you? Because I'm not.
No, we need to get stuck in. Yeah, because they're going to be, going to be in our face, aren't they? You know.
Yeah.
It's almost like another Everton game, isn't it? You know, like there'll be 90 mile an hour football because they still only really play one way, don't they? You know, and they'll be right at it, up at us, and we're going to have to, match them in all those endeavours, and then hopefully our class should shine through, but it's not going to be an easy game. I mean, they hate us, don't they? So, and I mean, it's not. We don't like them either, but I think it's more so them than us. Interesting, though, isn't it, Johnny? What you were talking about earlier about the Amanda Staveley, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mentioned this to you as well. That she's married to Egg Barley or Ed Barrick. What is his name, man? I always get. What is his name?
Well, what's interesting, Johnny, is obviously we say there was no Saudi interest whatsoever in the purchase of the football club through Clear Lake Capital, yeah?
Yeah.
But interesting enough, right, it's the Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund, PIF, which is the ones that own Newcastle. They've got billions of pounds worth of assets being managed by Clear Lake Capital.
It's Egg Barley. Egg Barley is married to Amanda Stately.
And they're talking about a special relationship, aren't they? Chelsea and Newcastle.
What about the rumours of loaning
4 or 5 players?
Pulisic, Adoy, Gallagher, and who else was there? Barkley,
yeah. Barkley was another one, yeah.
Yeah. So, what are you making
Saudi
of
media?
all this?
It's PIF, isn't it? It's PIF.
Yeah.
It's PIF. Although Saudi media are indirectly part of them anyway, so
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
And life's like that, big high finances like that, So
they're all like that.
All connected like a jigsaw puzzle, isn't it?
But this is what I'm saying. We've got money behind us.
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Serious money.
I mean, we were the preferred club, weren't we? I mean, she even admits that, didn't she, Amanda?
Yeah.
Staveley. Chelsea were the ones they wanted, but to kind of. So so you manage billions of our assets now, Clear Lake.
but I think they'll have a problem, Newcastle, because of their face there. We don't have that face. We're behind the scenes. It's different. We can get away with it, loopholes. Whereas, like, if you look at Man City and you look at Newcastle, if the shit hits the fan with the Saudis, they're going to them straight away. They might have a Roman situation, is what I'm saying. No,
but they won't, though.
They won't like that, but it could go that way. If
it could go that way,
war
but
starts happening in Saudi Arabia and America and UK or whatever, fucking hell, the shit's gonna hit the fan, isn't it? But I mean, we're not going to get into that.
You're right. Yeah, we don't want to get into that, but it's still, we both know where that's going anyway. So
yeah, big up Julius, my geezer, up the Chels, Tony, captain, leader, legend, SW6. Big up Minerals FC. Big up to you, geezer. Thanks for your Minerals donation. Lovely seeing you, Julius. My
Thank you,
geezer.
Julius.
Um,
Amanda Staveley. She's a model, wasn't she? A model.
really?
Well, she was, yeah.
Fucking hell. No,
Yeah.
it looks like fucking. I told you. I said to you, she looks like. Have you ever seen Beauty and the Beast, the series? Fucking hell.
Oh, mate.
Old school, that was. That's old
That little
school.
picture of her up, shall we? Amanda. She looked like she was enjoying herself, though, didn't she? She's in the old West End.
Yeah. She's trying to do deals, mate. She's trying to do deals.
Yeah. There she is, mate.
It's the Canadian Minerals. Let's have it right.
There she is. That's her at Chelsea the other day.
Yeah. Looks like a wig.
That's Conti, mate. 2 sections down.
She went black and white as well. In fact, funny enough, you say that. I've got a clip of her when I was outside the hotel walking into.
Don't get into this.
Yeah, she was there.
Really?
She walked in. Yeah, and I clipped her. That was last season. What game was that?
Not bad. It's quite
that
nice,
was the
isn't it?
Newcastle game. She was there, obviously. It was Newcastle. That's why. Oh, mate. No. What are we saying about Pulisic, CHO, and Ziyech? Landon Minerals. What are we saying?
Well, do you know what? I can't make my mind up about any of those players, but what I will say is none of them for me, I actually think are the real deal. Yeah. It's almost like, wow, you've got so much potential, and on your day you can be so brilliant, but you don't do it consistently.
Yeah,
and
I agree. Yeah.
It's just not enough for me. Yeah. And for that reason, I can imagine why a lot of clubs want them, because they can be brilliant, can't they? I mean, we've seen moments of brilliance from Pulisic, but it's those big moments, though, isn't it? You know, where he has those opportunities to score and
fucking hell, he misses them, man.
You know.
Yeah, he's inconsistent. That's the problem.
Yeah,
that's what I don't like about him. But Ziyech has always been. I've said always get rid of him anyway.
Tony's eyes shine when looking at her.
Well, if there's anyone getting personal in the chat, right, let's have it right. You get blocked, mate. You get taken out.
Do you know she dated Prince Andrew?
Did she? Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
She's that rich.
Oh dear. Yeah, to be honest with you, mate, I mean, okay, I'm exactly the same as you. I don't see the point in selling Pulisic to Manchester United. I think that's madness. I'm not into assisting them in any way, shape, or form. You know.
Yeah. So it's brown envelope talk. It's got to be.
Yeah,
and bring him all the money as well. And bring him all the money.
I just think he's worth the money, isn't he? In his shirt sales in America, and you know, I just think he's, you know, yeah. So
I'm happy to get rid of him, but who do you bring in is my thing. Who comes in? You're getting rid of. You've lost Lukaku, Werner now, right? You're going to lose Ziyech. You're going to lose CHO and Pulisic. That's five players, and we've only brought in Sterling.
Yeah.
So we've got who are we bringing in, guys?
Well, maybe we're not.
Well, how can you go for a whole season with just Broha, Sterling, Mount, Havertz, and that's it?
Well, I think we'll get a centre half and we'll get a striker.
Yeah, that's not enough.
You know, the thing is, it's not about just buying any old player, is it? It's about buying the right player and the right quality.
Yeah, but I'm saying if
You
you're
know?
selling that many players, man, that's a lot of players to offload and not bring in just one or two. And one of them's a defender. Fuck me, you're bringing in one attacker. That means you've got to spend big. You've got to spend big on an attacker then. If you're getting rid of 5 attackers, and who's that attacker going to be? Neymar.
Well, that's what you want, I know. And
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind it either. I won't sit there and what I think we will get a Aubameyang. I know you're not
You
convinced
believe
about
that?
that.
You
Johnny.
believe that, do you? You believe the talk there?
Yeah, like because I think they do want rid Johnny. I think because they got Lewandowski, haven't they? Yeah, I do think that. Yeah, they got him for nothing, didn't they? So they make money
I
on
don't
him.
know.
They didn't pay Arsenal anything, did they? You know what I mean? So, I mean, I think that's possible. Ronaldo's still there, though, isn't it? I mean, could that be a last,
No, I don't buy the Ronaldo, mate. It's not happening.
lastday.com one? Are
No,
we going to see
I think.
Ronaldo on an helicopter like heading towards
Well,
West London?
apparently, Man United bid 130 million or something for Felix from Atletico.
Wow,
Could that be a play we look at?
it's a good player.
Young, good player,
Yeah.
isn't he? He's a good player. And
So,
would he fit the system? Yeah, I guess he would.
yeah, great days. Armchair supporter. Pulisic is only 23. CHO is 21. They won't peak for another 3 years. They got a point.
No, it's true, but I think it's more a case that the gaffer don't fancy him. And that's what it is. And that they want to leave. You see, if they want to fight and earn their stripes, then I don't think the gaffer would be like so willing to let them go, even if he didn't trust him. He'd say, do you know what? Let's give you this season. Right. And I can't guarantee minutes because right now my first team is Kai Havertz, Mason Mount, and Sterling in this system. You're not getting over those 3. And rightly so, because they're the best. So they know they're second fiddle, but they don't want to fight for it. If you don't want to fight for it, then the gaffer's going, well, it's best that you find somewhere else to go then. And that's it. It's as simple as that. I don't think there's any sort of real sentiment there. But at the same time, they're young talents. They're not hit their prime. But also you've got to look from the gaff's point of view. They're both fucking injury prone.
Just
Pulisic is out all the time, made out of biscuits. CHO hasn't made it, out of his injury. I thought we'd give CHO 1 more year, personally. I did think that, but he didn't. He's not wise. We don't know if it's true. I want to say this. Big up, Johnny.
Uber. It's that bloody Arsenal tattoo.
Has he got an Arsenal tattoo?
Apparently called Just Call Me Dave.
Yes, I mean, I don't want him. Big up, Johnny. The world hates us, and we're champions of the world. Fuck them all. Up the Chels. Keep the blue flag flying high. The only place to be every other Saturday. Big up, Zion. Lovely to see you in here, geezer. And appreciate. Fake fact, Johnny. What's the fake fact? What's the fake fact?
What's the fake fact?
What is it?
I want his forearm.
What? The tattoo's fake. And for Fana, what's going on? Fight. Listen, it's a brown envelope engineering thing, all right, where they're trying to get as much money out of Chelsea as possible. Leicester are going from he's not for sale, we're open to talking. We know how it goes to Leicester. Chelsea know how it goes to Leicester, but the old regime know how it goes to Leicester, not the new regime. This is where Leicester are taking advantage now because we ain't got time. And the player is making it clear that he wants to leave, but they're also making it clear we want the 85 million. And I think that's ridiculous money. Absolutely ridiculous money. He should be £60 million player. Coming from a Premier League club, the age, potential on that. But he looks like he's got minerals, mate. So, you know, I just think we're getting done here, and the brown envelopes are helping Leicester get more money. And Ben Jacobs is a Leicester fan, so obviously he's going to report loads on it. Even said that Leicester will, if Chelsea go in and say this is my final offer, I'll take it or leave it, and they walk away, then so it's just the Arsenal shirt on the back. Then he'll they'll turn around and go, do you know what? We'll say no, but then they'll come back and say we revised your offer and we're actually considering your offer, and then that's how it goes. So Chelsea really, all they should have done is gone, we're going to bid 70 million. That's our final offer. Done. Take it or leave it. Otherwise, we move on to the next. We move on to the next one. You know.
Yeah. My dog was up.
Simple as that. Do you know what I mean? I don't really want a Aubameyang.
But he's Premier League proven, isn't he? You know what I mean?
Is he?
So,
is he though?
Yeah. He scores lots of goals, and he's got a good record, you know.
I can only see one player leaving, and we will get in another 3. Won't be short in our squad. No way, not happening. We're talking about Chelsea Minerals Old Boys. We're talking about Pulisic, CHO, and Ziyech all leaving.
Yeah, I mean, we've not really heard too much, have we, recently about Ziyech, have we?
Ziyech wants to go. He wasn't even in the squad.
I know, but it's died down a lot, isn't it? I mean, there's not. We don't hear what we used to hear a lot about him. You know what I mean?
He wants to go anywhere. He wants to go anywhere. He doesn't care as long as he gets his money. He wants his paycheck. And Chelsea are struggling to get the right transfer fee for him. They offered 8 million. It's ridiculous. 8 million. Come on. That's stupid money. We're not going to take that. And he wants to go AC Milan. Apparently, Lukaku's been saying you need to come to Italy. It's lovely. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, of course he has.
Yeah,
they're best mates.
For the rivals.
Get them the fuck out.
Imagine what the Inter fans are thinking about that.
Yeah, but he's got no loyalty, Lukaku. He's a rat. Once a rat, always a rat. Once a rat, always a rat.
My daughter's awake, mate. I'm going to put her to bed, yeah? I'm really sorry, mate. 2 seconds, yeah? I don't know why she's up. But there you go. We'll find out. 2 seconds, buddy.
All right. Big up Ryan in here. Indefinite. We will get him through. We'll get him, though, and work to Tuchel. What are you talking about? Aubameyang? Yeah. Lovely seeing you, Jack, my bro. Send him to United, Ajax, or Milan for 20 million. Yeah, but they're Milan are offering 8 million. It's just too much. Too little. We are going to be short unless we replace them. Maybe one. We need our squad and depth. Yeah. The thing is, Chelsea Minerals Old Boys, they want to leave. They don't want to be at our football club. They don't want to be at our football club. And that's more damaging than anything. Even Johnny, evening Tone. Hope you're doing well. You're all good, mate. Fafana would do good under Koulibaly and Thiago Silva. He will be invaluable. Yeah, to an extent. We have to see how that pans out. Look, just like our young defenders learn from Koulibaly and Silva, our young attackers need an old experienced head around them to learn from. Yeah, but is really Aubameyang the benchmark there? I don't think so. But I can see yes how it works and no. I'm a bit on the fence with it. I'm a bit on the fence with him. I don't know why. I just see him as a problematic sort of geezer off the pitch. You know, turning up to training late, pissing people off, flashing all that shit. If it doesn't go his way, what's he going to be like? You know, does the gaffer really want to deal with all that nonsense? How long is his contract going to be? How much we're going to pay him? Are we going to be able to get rid of him? Like you have to think of these things as well. How much should you pay for Neymar? Whatever. If you're getting rid of 3 players, that can go all on Neymar. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Neymar, Mount, Sterling. Mad. That would be minerals up front. I want Neymar. I love Neymar. Listen, if all this stuff is true, that Mbappe's forcing Neymar out, I don't know why it keeps coming out, but it keeps coming out. Then we need to go and sign him. We need to go and sign him, pay the money and get him. Pay the money and get him. Let me just move that. I'd pay the money and get him. Guys, what likes my like and subscribe, people? We've hit the 3K. Massive achievement. Buzzing for this. Thank you very much to every single one of you that subscribed and like the video. All my members, everyone. You can be a member on here as well. A lot of good things can happen on the channel, and I'm absolutely buzzing for it. 263 likes, that's piss poor. I should be on 300 likes, people. What's going on? Get me to the 300 likes. Guys, get me to the 300 likes. I'd take Neymar for more than a year, Sicario. I'd take him for more than a year. Absolutely would. Neymar and Uber both work with Tuchel. Pulisic will be sold next summer, but will stay this season. I don't think he stays. I think he goes on loan, mate. Do you think Neymar can actually handle the tackles in the Premier? Yeah, but he's so skillful and technically gifted that I think, yeah, he can. But we have to see how it goes, guys. Let me see what's going on here. It's gone very quiet in the transfer market. Have you noticed that? It's gone very quiet. We also bought Tyler Diblin as well. He looks a real talent. Tyler Diblin. Nothing has changed about Marcos Alonso deal. Full verbal agreement in place to join Barcelona. But it won't be complete until Jules Koundé is registered. It takes time. Alonso agreed personal terms with Barca 4 months ago. Deal would be valid until June 2025. He's agreed 4 months ago, Alonso. This geezer knew he was going to Barcelona all this time. Fucking hell. It's embarrassing. Now you've got obviously Sir Jim Ratcliffe. If the club is for sale, Jim is definitely a potential buyer. Look at them at Nice. Nice are fucking, they're a shit show. Atletico Madrid have no intention to sell João Felix this summer and also won't accept 50 million euros for Kunar. Clear message sent to Man United. Listen, I think a lot of things are going to happen deadline day, people. I think that things are going to build up. Bids are going to be put down on the table. Players are going to have that opportunity where there's no time to think and they either stay or go. There's a lot of stuff that's going to happen, people. There's a lot of stuff. It's good that it's quiet. That means we will sign players under the radar. Yeah, I agree with that, Chelsea Mills old boys. And we need that. We need to be quiet. We need to have things come under the surface. It's nice like that. You know, signs that we make out of blue. Right now it is quiet. But even the stuff on Aubameyang is recycled stuff. You know, is that really the deal that's going to happen? I'm not sure. But we see what happens. I think deadline day is going to kick off, mate. I really do. Do you rate Anthony? Is that the guy from Ajax, Anthony? I haven't really seen him, to be honest. I'll check him out. What happened to Hendrick? What's all the rumours with Hendrick? Where's all that gone? We heard it one evening and it's just disappeared. No one's heard anything of it. You there, Tone? Oh, you're muted.
Sorry, mate. No, I don't know too much about that, tell you the truth, mate. I'll just read him, funny enough. Sorry about that, guys. One of the kids have got a friend on a sleepover. You know, always ruffles a few, doesn't it? You know. No, I'm just noticing here. Christian Pulisic. You know, we talked about him before I went. Maybe allowed to join Man United on loan, even though Todd Bowley would prefer to sell the USA captain, but only if he agrees to extend his Chelsea contract first.
Yeah, because they want money for him. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's clever. It's all very vocal, this stuff. It's all very out in the open, this stuff. It shouldn't be.
Should Pulisic agree to extend his contract, which currently has 2 years left to run, so Chelsea would protect their asset in the process and hope that Pulisic impresses while at Old Trafford, where he's likely to get more game time, increasing his market value. Yeah. Mad, isn't it, what's going on with United right now, isn't it? Absolute mad.
You heard about Ratcliffe coming in as well now.
Yeah.
He's everywhere, that geezer.
Full of it, isn't he? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. But what
lastminute.com with us, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was, but I was like, oh really? Yeah. And then I dug into him. I was like, no. Big up, Gallo.
We didn't get him.
Yeah, I'm glad as well.
I'm glad we didn't get him. And isn't it a conflict of interest? I mean, he owns another club, doesn't he?
He owns Nice, yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know how he was going in for bidding for Chelsea. I don't even know how he's going to be able to buy United, for that matter.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
He says here, I'm a Chelsea season ticket holder. I have a split allegiance. When I was in London for many, many years, Chelsea was my side, and I go and watch them because it's quite difficult to go and watch United.
Who said that?
That's Radcliffe.
Oh, he's a fucking mug.
Mad,
when the moment he said, "Oh, I'm not doing it for profit," you have to take note of that, didn't you? That's a red flag. What billionaire's not going to do it for profit?
I think I prefer Pulisic to go to Newcastle.
Yeah, I do as well. I think that'd be the best move for him. He'd get all the game time as well. Yeah.
If we got to do it.
I'd rather he go Serie A. Let him go Serie A.
I'd like to see him though in the Premier, you know, literally. Trouble is, right, wherever he goes, he's always freaking injured, isn't he?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think he doesn't suit the Prem. I think he needs to go Italy or Spain. Or somewhere where he gets more time on the ball. Because
you are right. Things have gone rather quiet, haven't they?
Yeah. Frankie de Jong, we haven't had a fucking whiff on him.
Yeah. What's going on there?
And let's have it right. Last week, we were told Friday's the deadline day, 24-hour deadline day for him to make a decision. Where the fuck's the decision then?
I know.
It's all bullshit, mate. They're full of shit. They are, that club. They really are. And they keep saying, oh, things are getting hot with Chelsea, De Bruyne, De Jong. Things are getting hot with Aubameyang. Things are getting hot with Aubameyang United now. It's like, fuck off. You don't know. What are you trying to say? You're just trying to create a hype on something that's not there. And then Xavi saying, I don't want to let him go. Yeah,
says Fabrizio Romano blasts lies over Man United's Frankie de Jong deal. Blah, 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 blah.
Blast what? Lies?
Yeah, blasting the lies.
Why? About what?
Just reading about him now.
What's the lies about?
But basically, Dutch journalist Marco van Kron last week claimed that John's agents had reached an agreement with United, and it was in fact 14 million Barca owing de Jong, in deferred wages that was holding up the deal. In his latest YouTube video, the Italian transfer market reported that Fabrizio Romano had rubbished those reports. I see a lot of lies around the Frankie de Jong story, Romano began. Let me clarify one thing. The Frankie de Jong story doesn't depend on the clubs. Man United had already reached an agreement with Barcelona more than 1 month ago, and they are pushing for Frankie since May. Chelsea are ready to enter it, are ready to pay what Barcelona want. They have already told the agents of the player that they are in the race for Frankie de Jong and they want to try. Both clubs are there, Chelsea and United, but they will wait and see if Frankie de Jong will change his mind. But nothing is changing on the mind side until Frankie changes his mind. And now, as I'm speaking, Frankie is still in the same position. He wants to stay at Barcelona.
So I mean, it's all fucking. It's just you're using our name to get him to. He's trying to be in a strong position to get
So it's
Barcelona
dead.
to.
It's dead, then, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, I know he's not signing. I told everyone Frankie de Jong is not going to sign for Chelsea. It's bullshit. And if he does, I'll be shocked. I'll be absolutely shocked. That's why all his brown envelopes are full of shit. And that goes with Ronaldo as well. Full of shit. He's not signing.
What a lot of hot air, eh? For weeks and weeks. Crazy, isn't it? Fucking man.
Listen, him staying there shows that he's got no fucking self-dignity or respect, mate. And at the end of the day, if he knows he's going to get his money, yeah, he's going to get his money. Then Xavi didn't even play him in their first game of the season. Tone, they benched him. Like,
I know, mate.
fucking, what are you doing, geezer? Get out of there. They're going to go bankrupt. I'm not saying they will go bankrupt, but they're pretty much on the way. You ain't going to get your fucking wages. You might as well leave. Like, if they don't win anything this year, they're fucked. Where's their source of income?
Chelsea are considering a move for Southampton's Kyle Walker-Peters, according to Fabrizio Romano.
Say that again, sorry?
Chelsea are considering a move for Southampton's Kyle Walker-Peters.
Yeah, I've heard this, man. I've heard this before. Where I heard this 4 days ago. Nothing's happened.
This is published today.
I believe that Barcelona are handing brown envelopes under the table to keep these players on these low wages on the books, but under the table they're getting the extra top up, and that's what I believe. There is no way these players are going for those wages and just staying there because they love the club. Fucking hell, football's not like that anymore. Or you're going to have, 10 players at your club? You're telling me you have 10 players at your club who love and devoted your club and will take fucking pay cuts because they love the club. But yet you go to all these other clubs around the world and you probably find 1 or 2 at the most that will stay because of the love of their club. It's bullshit. It's nonsense. It's money under the table.
Despite having more pressing areas on the pitch to improve, CHO is clearly making the wing-back department a priority. In truth, the Blues are 1 player short at right-back, wing-back, with Reece James, the club's only option. Although the likes of Cesar Azpilicueta and Ruben Loftus-Cheek, who started out against the Spurs, are both capable. Regardless of that factor, Chelsea are still targeting in another right wing-back and are interested in Walker-Peters, who would reportedly cost the Londoners around £40 million. Walker-Peters, who scored against Leeds to rescue Southampton draw on Saturday, has impressed since leaving Tottenham a couple of years ago, with his form attracting the attention of Everton, Manchester United and Arsenal. That's
way too much money. That's way too much money. Way too much money. No. That's shocking money. 40 million for him.
Paul Merson, who we know is Chelsea, said Walker-Peters is outstanding.
No, he's a quality player.
Last season, he averaged 1.8 tackles per 90 minutes, 1.3 clearances, 1.2 interceptions. Remember, he was the Saints' 3rd best player in the Premier League. Blah, 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 blah. What do you think of that tweet, by the way? Elon Musk. He said he was going to buy United. They all went fucking mad, didn't they, United fans? And then he said, "No, I'm only joking." What do you make of
that? I think he was just having a laugh, wasn't he? He's 25 years old, Carl Walker-Peters.
Yeah.
He's from Edmonton, London. Yeah.
Well, Spurs, wasn't he?
Oh, was he the Spurs player?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he did come from Spurs, didn't he? 2020, he left Spurs.
Yeah.
Well, that makes it a little bit sweeter, doesn't it? To get someone else, someone from Spurs that, you know, is going to play proper football and win titles. Listen, if he's
it's everywhere, you know, this Man United and Christian Pulisic. They're also mentioning Ziyech as well, aren't they?
Yeah, Pulisic and United, yeah. Pulisic, Ziyech for me is probably more likely than Pulisic. But the problem is with Walker-Peters, is he going to come as second fiddle, or is the thought process to have Reece James right centre back until you get a Fofana? What is it? Because Carl Walker-Peters ain't playing over Reece James right wing back if you get a Fofana. But you can see what he's doing. The gap. He's going to have Chilwell, Cucurella, potentially Walker-Peters, Reece James, Fofana, Koulibaly, Thiago Silva, Trev Chalobah, and they're all versatile. Reece can play right centre back. Cucurella can play left centre back. They can play back four, back three. So already he's built the foundation there and the backups there of high quality. Then he's going to look at the attack, but the midfield is the problem. Kante, Kovacic always fucking injured.
No, you're right. It's too much injuries, isn't there?
Yeah. It's not that they're not good enough. It's just injuries will kill us. And you can't rely on Connor, Ruben, no Billy. You know, where's the backup, man? Where's the real quality there? It's not there.
I agree.
But what is there anything else you want to run on to? Anything else you want to run on?
Not really. United are also interested in Aubameyang. And Barcelona want to make Marcos Alonso part of the Aubameyang deal. That's pretty much it, really.
Why are we going to do that Aubameyang deal to help Barcelona keep Frankie de Jong? I wouldn't do it. Fuck them. I wouldn't do it.
Well, no. And we know that's one of
the
reasons.
It's
funny
I
enough,
think that's...
You brought that up. You brought that up many shows ago. I remember you saying that over a week ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because I don't believe
Crazy,
it. Yeah.
But apart from that, it is pretty dead, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's pretty dead.
Which is good. It is good.
Yeah.
Because we like when it's quiet, you know something's happening. Because when it's not, when there's nothing said, and when nothing says, you know it. But when they're blasting our timeline, it's too suspicious and skeptical, mate.
Yeah.
And the brown envelopes are just clickbaiting all over the gaff. Right now, I think Fofana's getting done, and I think something's getting done behind the scenes. We've signed this young Italian player, Tone. You haven't spoken on him, Casadei. Have you seen anything of him?
Not particularly, no. What do you know?
He looks good.
Okay.
Strong. Good build. Ballack build. Technically good. Great header on him. Scores goals. Good defensively. He's like 19 from Inter Milan.
Yeah.
Box to box-ish, but can put in a shift. Very good at striding forward. Got a bit of Declan Rice vibes. Got a bit of Matic vibes. A bit of Ballack vibes. Yeah. He looks a good little youngster. Good potential. Listen, if you're good enough, you play. If you're good enough, the gaffer will play you. But he's having his medical tonight. So welcome, Casadei.
That's what I'm saying. We're doing so much, aren't we? other than, I mean, it's not just that. We are bringing a lot of quality youngsters in, aren't we? We have done that. We've done quite a few deals now, and we've definitely made 3 or 4, sort of acquisitions on the women's side, haven't we? So he's ticking all the boxes, isn't he, Todd Bowley?
Yeah.
Completely ticking them all, mate, in my opinion. Yeah. 153,155 have signed the Anthony Taylor.
Yeah, it's good that.
153,160. It's good, isn't it? There you go. Crazy, isn't it? Fucking mental, mate. Absolutely mental. Fucking Liverpool, though, eh? 2 draws. 2 draws.
They're in shit, and they got Old Trafford on Monday.
Yeah, you think United are going to win that, don't you? I know you mentioned that.
No, I think United, if they whoever loses, there's serious pressure on there.
In the mud.
If United lose, that's 3 losses on the bounce. That's fucking disastrous, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like my mate's gonna be in the fucking mud. All right.
Crazy.
Or United beat Liverpool, and Liverpool are in the mud, and United go above Liverpool by a point, and they're really in the shit because really everyone expects Liverpool to beat United in the state United are in. But if they draw, it's terrible as well. You know, if Liverpool draw another game drawn, that's 3 points in 3 games. That's huge drop-ins, mate. And United, you could expect them to draw because they've lost 2, so they need a draw at some sort of point on the table. So it's going to be a massive game. That is an intriguing, massive game, and hopefully we batter Leeds on Sunday, so that keeps the gap away. I want to keep away from Liverpool and keep up with City. I just want to keep away from Liverpool because Liverpool, they got everyone on their side, all the officials, all that. So they want them to get close to City. I don't want them to get a run and then they overtake us. How they got top 4 when we won the Champions League, I do not know. How they got top 4. They didn't deserve top 4 and they got top 4. Fuck knows how they got it, but they got it.
Johnny, you were saying the Matthew Harding, weren't you? At the Tottenham game. Was there any improvements in the Matthew Harding? Because it was quite significant improvements in the West End.
In what respect?
Yeah. Well, we had new monitors, and there was the way you ordered your food down. There was actually a system in place, as opposed to disorganised chaos.
No, it looks all right.
You know, like you go to McDonald's nowadays and you go up to a screen, don't you? And you blip, 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 blip. One of them ones. It's a bit like that, where you pay for everything, obviously on the card.
I mean, to be fair, at half time, I didn't go down and all that, but
different food outside as well, wasn't there? You know.
Yeah.
Much more, sort of, what's the right word? Well, worldly, innit? You know, different types of cuisine.
Yeah.
You got the new signage, haven't you, on the shed? Yeah, it's just
I love that. I went in that. I went that way. And I filmed it. It's on my Twitter. Beautiful. That looks really class. Lovely touch from Bowley. That.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Nice. I mean, it did seem to be. And another thing as well, right, Johnny? Yeah, you know what tends to happen at half time is everyone rushes down, don't they? 5-10 minutes before the end of the half, don't they, to try and get the front of the queue, and get a drink in and all that. Yeah, and then it's fucking mental because it really is quite tight. Yeah, so everyone's like just trying to get past, and you don't really know where the queue is and all that. But now they've got some kind of order in place now where you pay for it and you get like a ticket, a receipt, and then you go straight to the kiosk and it's straight away, no fucking about with money and all that. Yeah. It's just, there you go, that's yours.
Jack says, yes, Tony, those machines are much better. Makes it so much easier to get a pint at half time.
Yeah, and you can order it for half time as well, Johnny. So you just take the ticket.
It's pre-done, so you can go there quick, boom, bosh. Yeah, so there's no queuing and all that.
And I just thought, you know, and another thing as well, you know, the game starts in the second half, and normally they straight as the second half starts, they shut everything down, don't they? Well, that's it. You can't. The only thing you can do is go out and have a wee or something, yeah. But 15, 20 minutes into the second half, you can still go out there and get a drink, you know. You know what I mean? So it's just little things like that, you know.
I want to bring this up. That's very true, and I'll test it out, Leicester. Mills, have you seen what Ref Support UK have been saying about us? They're a registered charity for referees. They've really exposed the level of anti-Chelsea bias we have to deal with. Disgraceful. Yes, I did see it, and I tell you what. One of them that replied was an actual referee. I don't know what level referee, but he's part of the refereeing community, and that under that registered charity or whatever, and part of the referee, whatever league, they're all part of one sort of organization. And he wrote this, and he deleted it. Let me get it up.
Oh, read it out. Read it out, Johnny.
It says, "Oh, did Chelsea shit get offended?" Then he deleted it.
Wow.
Yeah, everyone see that.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, and apparently
Jesus.
one of the refs on the leading community is a fucking Liverpool fan. So they tell us there's no campaign against Chelsea, but they've just exposed that there is by the decisions they made and the way they're reacting.
This is what I'm saying, mate. It all has to be. It all has to be investigated, and it all has to be. The whole thing has to be ripped up.
Shit tone. They said one of them put a comment and they put the flag of Ukraine next to it. In other words, that they're blaming us for the war in Ukraine, the fuckers. These are refereeing platform.
Wow.
Shocking, mate. It's shocking. And the FA stand for this shit. Mark Horsley, you know Mark Horsley, he said about the Professional Game Match Officials Limited. Well, that's owned by the FA. It's owned by the FA. And he was exposing how they get told to give so many free kicks, so many penalties, so many fouls to make decisions. Yeah, it's fucking corrupt, mate. And when it's Chelsea, it's clear as day. They just go overboard with it. They make it so obvious. It's blatant. I'm sorry, you pull a player's hair, that's fucking physical abuse. Right? That's got nothing to do with the sport. The sport's played with your legs, fella. What are you pulling someone's hair for? You pull a shirt, you get sent off, penalty given, blah, blah, blah. Right? If you go through the man to get the ball, it's a free kick. Correct? Even if you get the ball, we've seen it. How many times you go through the man to get the ball, right? It's a free kick. Right? That's what happened to Kai Havertz. If someone is obstructing the goalkeeper and you're in an offside position, and even if it's not a full obstruction, in other words, you can see the shot, it still influences the play. It still has an impact because he's there in an offside position, standing there. He could go left or right when the shot gets taken. It can get, do you know what I mean? And the goalie's thrown off, he's distracted, and he's in offside position. Therefore, it should be called off. It should be written off. And it should be written off because that was a succession from the Kai Havertz foul. So they should have gone back to the Kai Havertz foul and gone, actually, no, that initially was a foul. Even if we don't deem that as an offside obstruction, but because of that foul, it's all a domino effect, knock on in one motion that led to that goal. We have to disallow the goal. No, not when it's Chelsea. Fuck that. We're not going to do it. No way. Oh, the guy's pulled the geezer's hair and he's gone on the ground. He's fucking ripped his hair out. Oh, yeah, don't worry about it. It's all good. Yeah. In front of the ref. Then you go to VAR, and then Mike Dean on VAR, the Spurs fan, goes, no, it's not a penalty. It's not a foul. It's just ridiculous. And I never got to see the Sky highlights of what the commentators were saying at the time. I don't know whether they were like, oh, that's surely got to be a red card or a foul. Or, do you know what I mean? What are they saying? They're probably propping it in the other way to suit VAR and protect VAR and the referees. I don't know. I need to go back and watch some of them highlights. But it's ridiculous. And when Maguire did around Asby, got him in a headlock, no one gave that. Absolute bullshit. And it's all corrupt, mate. It really is. Johnny lad, your work rate is crazy. You had to come off and sort some food, and that out. Come back 2 hours later, and you're still landing the minerals. That's proper Chelsea work rate. Let's have it right. Listen, big up Chelsea. Chelsea needs to take these organisations to CAS. Yeah, but they're probably fucking owned by some tosspot brown envelope. But listen, guys, I don't want to go 3 hours, 4 hours. I'm gonna end the stream. Big up to everyone in here. Like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. I'm on the road to 4K people. It's fantastic. Big up to all you guys that are members that have liked the video. Please like the video. Get me to 300 likes, people. I should be on 300 likes, people. As the news breaks out, I'll be doing more and more streams and shows. Big up to all you guys supporting and getting me to 3K. So I can't believe I got 3K in like 7 weeks. It's mental. Tony does have a YouTube channel. His YouTube channel is Chelsea SW6 at Chelsea SW6. So you can find Tone there. Tone, do you want to show your logo? Just come off camera and show your logo.
Sure,
so
guys. Sure, guys. So, Chelsea SW6 on Facebook. That's a big group. We've got 128,000 members of that. Some good people on there. Chelsea SW6 Facebook. And Chelsea SW6 on YouTube. Where is it? There we go. Chelsea SW6 on YouTube. 16, nearly on the road to 17,000, I suppose.
Almost 17K there. So please go and follow Tone now. And big up to him. I'm on 291 likes. Get me to the 300 likes, people. Tone, I'm going to take you out, geezer. Big up for coming on. I'm going to do my outro.
Yeah, we're going to do live streams. We're going to do a few live streams, my end, aren't we, Johnny? And bring some faces on as well. Proper faces.
I'll jump on Tony's stream. We'll do a couple lives there. So keep an eye out for that, and we'll let you know, people. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
All good. All good.
Fucking these people, though, ain't it, Johnny? Just before we go.
Yeah, go on.
We've got no choice but to sign a petition, albeit I know it's fucking stupid. It feels stupid.
Yeah, it's not going to do anything. Yeah.
It ain't going to do anything. We know that, guys. But you know what? You kind of feel like you're doing something. Yeah. And we do have to stand shoulder to shoulder with our manager. And I'm so proud that he's called it out and said it for what it is.
Yeah.
And in a way, I hope he don't pay it. So they say, right, well, you're getting 50 grand fine. Or I hope he says, well, good luck with that. Do you know what I mean?
Listen, as long as he doesn't ref the big games, I don't want to ref any games, but he's just a joke of a ref. He always has been, mate. He always has been. Ellery as well was one of them. He was shit.
Fucking down, Ellery.
Yeah, Ellery
ruined that 94 Cup final, didn't he?
Yeah,
absolutely ruined it.
he's a joke of a ref. But yeah, Bernardo Silva at Chelsea, that would never happen. But I'd love him at Chelsea, but that wouldn't happen. No way.
Who is that?
Bernardo Silva. Yeah. Nah.
Yeah. Ain't gonna happen, I'm afraid. I don't think it'll happen.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
No.
But
yeah, but big up, wicked. All right, Tone. I'll take you out, geezer. Big
nice
up, my guy.
Nice. Much love, guys.
Up the Chels.
Up the Chels. Up the Chels.
So, guys, another great stream. Big up to everyone in here. Thank you very much. Like, subscribe, get me to 300 likes. Oh no, I think I've hit the 300 likes. Get me up to 400 likes, people. Anyone watching this at the end, make sure you like the video. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. I'm on the road to 4K now. Let's get up to the 4K, and then we go to the 5, and it just keeps going. Big up to all you guys. What's this one? Johnny Minnels and Tony are the two biggest lads around. They can lift a combined total of 250 kg. Listen, 1900 kg, 1900 kg. Me and Tony. Yeah, let's have it right. Up the Chels, up the Minnels FC. Again, make sure you subscribe to Tony's channel, Chelsea SW6, and support him. He's putting out videos of his assessments and stuff. We'll probably do a little few lives and that 100%. So don't worry about all that. That's all coming. Might get some guests on. Might get some things happening on the channel. Irrespective, I will be here. I'll be landing the minerals as always on anyone. And please keep me updated on any frauds. We will call them out on the Minerals FC channel. Big up to everyone. So again, like, subscribe, same old jazz. Thank you to all you guys that have donated to the channel, that become members as well. Big up to every single one of you. Literally, big up to all of you. Thank you very much. And up the Chels, up the Minerals FC. Let's go. Right, Pride of London. London is blue. Let's have it right. Up the Chels, up the Minerals FC. Let's go. Have it right, Minerals FC. You got the minerals, yeah? Love it. Got the minerals, TT.
Hey, Johnny's got the fucking minerals, mate.